definitely subscribe.
It's the glow for me, melanin done the show for me, dripping from head to toe for me. Baby, come on and roll with me, yeah.
What the fuck is up? God damn it! Welcome to my channel. Oh man, I gotta say something, and I just had this thought come through, and it's making a lot of sense. Some people are a little upset with you because you're learning them. You're learning their methods. You're learning their style. You're learning the things that they do. And almost like, I don't know. So this is like a channeled message or something. Also, I feel like some people take out their anger with you too. Like, I feel like some people, it's like they might be angry with somebody else, but they have the frustration with somebody else, but then they take that frustration out on you. So, oh, you need to get that together. That's not fair. Don't be that way. You gotta be like, I did not do it. It was not me. So whatever's going on, you need to put your anger in the right direction. Yeah, that's what you need to do. What y'all doing? Okay, so let me see here. Let me tell you something. I'm feeling better today. Well, not even that I wasn't not feeling better, because I just woke up. I just woke up from a nap. That's what really happened, okay? It took me a nap. I drank earlier, okay? So I did. I don't know if it's, I think I just like drinking sometimes. I was first, for a long time, I was like, I don't like drinking. And I did it. But now I think I kind of like it, right? Okay, all right. Let me just be quiet. But y'all start judging me on the other side. We judge and we don't tell. I mean, we tell and we don't judge, whatever the fuck it is. So anyway, let's go into some readings. I want to tell you guys a couple of announcements though really quickly. If you are not already on my email list, go to my website. Go to my website at AquaStarGoddess.com and get on my email list, because I just found this. So I just found this thing like online, right? And it offers a bunch of products that, because I was considering making my own product for like helping you guys, like a whole course to do like manifestation and stuff. And then I was like, well, let me see if, you know, I don't need to do that and I can just share courses or whatever I find with you guys. So I did. I found some that are already online, that are already like, you know, prepared and ready and stuff like that. Now, the only thing is, I feel like I want to check them out first before I just, you know, give them to you, you know, so they need to still make sense though, like, right? They still need to be like, you know, they still need to vibe. They gotta pass the vibe check still. So I still have to do the vibe check on some of them, but I wanted to just share this with you guys. So if you're not on my email list already, get on my email list, because when you get on my email list, then I'll be able to, when I figure out which stuff's passed the vibe check, you know, when stuff passed the vibe check, then I can put it on an email and send it to you guys directly to your emails, and then you'll be able to, at your own convenience, grab those products or whatever that you might want to check out, because there's a couple. One of them, I actually just posted it. It's the Billionaire Brainwave, and it's basically, you know, people from, you know, the colleges and like Columbia and all that shit like that, after, you know, not listening to people who are spiritual, they finally decided, let's do a scientific study or research on this stuff to try to prove some stuff that was already proven, because we just already knew, right? So anyway, but it does come with like just this kind of like, you know how I talked to you guys about the Neville Goddard stuff or whatever, but it's kind of more of like a course setup where it kind of walks you down the pathway, right? And so I'm like, okay, finally, great, I found something. So I shared that with you guys on my community page, but I'm going to be sharing it with you guys in various different ways. So I will also be sharing information about this thing on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, get on my email list. And then I will be sending those things directly to your email. If you want to sign up your text message too, to receive text message offers when I find like really good stuff, and I can send that to you as well. And then also when I get my oils finished up, if you guys want to get an alert or a notification for when those things are done also, then you sign up on my email list, text message list, all that shit, and then I can send it out to you guys, okay? Let's start with a love song. I was listening to Shaman Derek today because I went back yesterday and listened to some of the messages, right? So you guys know that I have to go back, because sometimes, ooh child, like last night, Jeff was like, Jeff asked me a question. I was drunk. I just went off to a whole nother situation. I was talking about something completely else, okay? So definitely didn't catch that comment, Jeff. But so anyway, that's what happened. So that's why sometimes I go back, I watch the video, see what parts I liked, you know, see what, if I talked about a specific topic and I want to kind of expand upon that, oftentimes I will watch my videos in order to be able to kind of like grab that concept and see if there's some more that I want to add to something. So anyway, couple of things that came up to me last night, from last night's video anyway, was one of them was, I believe it was Girl Gone Duffner asked a question about an entity release or just having like an entity attachment. And I found the video from Shaman Durek that is inside of the video. He offers like almost like a shamanic technique for which you can release entities from your body and from your, you know, from your energy. And so I did share that in my community board. If you want to know that, you can definitely go to my channel community page, and on that community board you're going to look for, let me see, hold on, the second this post right here, which is Shaman Durek. That's the post right there. That's the video that you're going to watch. And in this video, he goes into basically a shamanic technique for which to release entity attachments. Okay. And so listen, I know that sometimes, especially when it comes to our spirituality, sometimes we want somebody with us to kind of walk the path with us, right? And so, you know, if you guys feel that you would prefer to have somebody with you, you guys know you can always, you know, get on my website, go ahead and order your consultations, and then we can go through these processes together if you decide so. However, many of you guys are very much like myself. I DIY all the time. I'm good with getting shit done on my own. I don't really feel like I always have to have somebody with me on my shoulder. But if you do, just let me know and I'll definitely be there to you know, help you guys out with the process. Another thing that I wanted to share, was that everything? I think that's everything as far as like the resources that I wanted to share, that I did not actually give you guys links for on the video yesterday. And so, yeah, that's it. So, you know, we got the Shaman Durek thing right there. And then I also have a brainwave product. I will be sending an email, email blast out to everybody who's on my email list. So you will get that in your inbox also. So just know that too. And then what else? Let's get started. What we got going on today? Because yesterday y'all was like, oh, we're gonna put you through the shit today. So hopefully, hopefully today is kind of like an easy flowing vibe day. It still was flowing, like we still had an easy going kind of session last night, and it lasted for much longer than it maybe needed to, but I was just vibing, you know what I mean? Like I was just chilling, sitting back, kicking back, listening to music and stuff like that while also answering your questions. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. So now today, what are we getting into? Well, the first message that I did end up getting is kind of like an intuitive message that there is this vibe, like, I want to be clear with you guys. There are specific people that when they come to my channel, they literally only come to my channel to game stalk me, right? Like literally. And I kind of figuring out, like low key over time, I'm little bit by little bit like piecing the puzzle pieces together and figuring out who these, you know, which counts are those people. So I have a message surrounding that. I have a message surrounding that for the collective. Ultimately, I feel like you are just, I feel like that's the reason why that came up, because I feel like you're learning things on the fly, or you're like learning from people who claim to be your enemies or people who want to do something for whatever reason. Because honestly, boo, like, how can you hate me? Like, for what reason? I'm amazing. I'm too amazing. Like, I'm too much sunlight, you know, for you guys to keep your eyes open. You gotta put shades on, obviously. But, you know, like, I just don't get it. Like, right? Because I'm not really, I mean, I guess if it has something to do with, you know, some shit, but not really. Because that's not really what's going on. But okay. But other than that, like, I really feel like there's somebody out there or people out there that may just, in reality, I feel like they admire you to some degree, but they are coming in the energy of people who like dislike you for whatever reason, right? But in reality, they're like, they pick up game from you, right? So this is something that you guys, some of you guys are just, you have the ability to lay game on somebody, right? And then So that's what you do. You know what I mean? You lay game. You know what I mean? You give game and stuff like that. And then people take it and they run with it and they pretend that that was their own shit. You know what I mean? Like they created it. Okay, bitch. Right? Like, do what you do. It's fine. You know, my spiritual merits ain't never going down because you know what I mean? Like, to me, what I want to share with you is this. Like, even if you feel offended by that, like by people doing that, it's okay, because what you need to know is this. And this is something that I talked about a long time ago. And I kind of mention it from time to time, but it's not really a big thing though. It's about your spiritual merit. So your spiritual merit is your spiritual merit. No matter what, no matter if other people go and get popularized off of what you say and what you do. If something originated from you and then millions of other people, like somebody else gets it, they run and take it somewhere and someone else run and take it somewhere else. And then millions of people get it. Understand that those millions of people, you still gain that spiritual merit. I want you to know that. Okay? So that's why you shouldn't trip like that. You know what I mean? Like, personally, that's why I don't trip when shit like that happens. I don't trip because I know that's still my spiritual merit, whether y'all want to pretend it's you or not. It don't really matter. I know the spiritual merit coming back to me. So that gives you a lot of leg room to move around and make little decisions, stuff like that. Like, what I'm trying to say is that this gives you a lot of spiritual merit, spiritual ducats, spiritual coins, spiritual tokens, however you want to characterize it. In addition to that, it also gives you like a lot of cushion to make mistakes that other people just can't make. It do, boo. So there's that message. Okay, so we've gotten into kind of like some of the messages, because I just had a dream. Like I told you guys, I just woke up from a dream. Not even a dream. I just woke up. I took a nap and I woke up. And I feel like I had a dream inside of a dream where, like, yesterday, remember I told you guys yesterday I was taking a nap and I got attacked by, well, I really wasn't taking a nap. I was actually going to sleep because yesterday I was up all night. The night before I was up until like the morning, so like 7 o'clock. So anyway, when I did go to sleep towards the afternoon time, I had sleep paralysis in the middle of the day. But I was beating the shit out that nigga neck. Whoever the fuck it was, that nigga got right up in the neck. His neck hurt probably. Nigga neck hurt like Bubba. I'm beating the shit out that nigga neck. I'm caving this bitch neck in. I'm caving your motherfucking neck in, ho. What the fuck you doing? Get the hell off me. But anyway, I feel like, so the experience is so interesting because I was having like a bit of a dream, but I don't fully remember it, right? But what I remember is a vibe from yesterday's experience in today's kind of world. I feel like I stepped into the astral plane. And I feel like by me stepping into the astral plane, I was shown the energy of that happening. Like I was shown that happening. So it's almost like it's like a dream in a dream in a dream. It's like one of those things. You guys remember that movie Inception? Maybe go watch Inception today. So it was like that. It was like a dream in a dream in a dream, kind of. So, which is weird. It feels weird to be in those types of things because it's like, which dream is the dream? Which dream is the dream? Like, which dream do I gotta get into and how to get this dream together? Like, I need to get out of this dream. So it's kind of weird, kind of funky feeling, but ultimately, I feel like I got some messages and discovered some things that are not bad, but it's like there is a need. Here's what it needs. Here's what it is. There's a need for an organization, right? And keep in mind, I can't remember exactly what was said, but I'm getting like a vibration of what it was, and I'm interpreting it, literally trying to interpret it right now. So what I really feel like what was being put on me, what was being shared with me, is that there is someone in the collective that maybe just needs a little grace, right? And they don't realize that they need the grace that they need because they think that they're right about how they feel about stuff. But I think that the message also that came through is that soon they will know. So soon this person or this energy or whatever, or this group of people or whatever, I don't know like if it's a lot of people or one person or whatever, but soon they will know that they are the ones actually that needs grace, because they are actually the ones that have it wrong. Like the way in which you're behaving. And that brings me to that other message too. The way in which you are like behaving is not beneficial to you, because you're aiming your anger, you're aiming your animosity, you're aiming your resentment in the wrong direction. And so spirit previously tapped your ass about that, but I think that spirit might also have to just thump you on the chin or thump you on the forehead or on the chin real quick, just so to wake you up really quickly, because you need to be aware that your resentment is misplaced. I was saying something in the dream where I was like, it's misguided. It's something misguided, misunderstood, or misdirected. That's the right word. I was saying in this dream something about something being misdirected. So I feel like that has to do with the message. I feel like somebody's misdirecting their energy. Like, you are misdirecting your resentments. You are misdirecting your anger. You're like misdirecting all of this animosity or whatever that you might be holding on to, right? Interestingly enough, now this might be about somebody baby daddy. Honestly, this is somebody baby daddy who is actually not happy with you about you having a baby that they did not want, by the way. So somebody's baby daddy is resentful towards them, secretly resents them because there's a baby that they did not want, and there's that. And it only reason why I even put that together was because, you know what happened? I was just like chilling here, laying down or whatever, just like vibing or whatever. And then I saw a video of Love Dorsey, and it was from yesterday. And she was talking about, she was basically talking about like what happens when you set a foundation of somebody having a baby with somebody that didn't want the baby, right? And so it made sense. Like, I feel like some of the things that she might have been saying was just like, you know, but also what she said was, no, it was 100% the real shit. But it made sense when I had this dream today, why it's coming out like this, because what happened is sometimes spirit will show me something completely don't even know why you're showing me this. So that's what happened earlier when they showed me this video. I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, nothing to do with me. Like, all my kids are by the same man. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted them kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why this is coming to me. So, but I sat there and watched the video. Strangely, I literally sat there and watched the video because it didn't none of that video applied to me at all. Like, I don't have any kids by any man that I didn't that we didn't want to have kids together. There was none of that happening. So I didn't understand why that video came to me. So then when I went to sleep, and after just waking up and kind of like putting it together, I went to sleep and I had this dream, and it was like, oh, there's some misdirection, some misguidance and stuff like that. And there was a baby shower in my dream, which was weird because I ain't no more babies coming out of me unless somebody locked me up in a cage until it's too late to have an abortion. I ain't having more kids. Like, what? So it was weird. I was like, what is this? But I think that was only one part of the dream. So anyway, I feel like the message that's coming out, the channel messages here, is that somebody's baby daddy is actually not happy with you. Like, ooh, child. That's terrible. But one other thing that I was also getting from that, there's one more message that came from this too. One more message. There's one more message that came from this. Bear with me, because like I said, it was like, I was like sleeping. I literally woke up like maybe like within the last hour or something, right? And the dream was a little foggy. So like, because it was a lot of things happening in there. It was like multiple layered dreams, by the way. So the next part of the message, and hey, Aquarius Big West, how you doing, honey? How you feeling? How you feeling today? Well, you know, this is the thing though. Look, hey, look. I'm not saying nothing about you keeping a man's baby, none of that. I ain't saying nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with me. All I know is that what I was trying to say basically was that I don't know why I was like urged to sit there and watch that video, because I don't have that situation, right? Like, that's just, it doesn't apply to me at all. It doesn't resonate in any kind of way. So that's really what was happening. I'm like, why am I being, you know, but I just kept watching it. You know, I just kept watching the fucking video. I'm like, why am I watching this video? It didn't apply to me at all. Like, did not apply to me in no way, sense, or form, or fashion, right? So, and then after the dream, then I'm like, oh, that's why. You know, now I'm like, okay, that's why that I was, you know, urged to just sit there and watch that video. Because I ain't having nobody's baby. No. You know what I mean? But I get it. said, like sometimes it might be a situation where like a woman is getting a certain age and she's like, I just want to have a kid and I don't really care if it's who is with, and you don't have to be around because I don't need you around. That's a different story. You know what I mean? Like she wanted to have her own baby and she didn't give a damn about you or you being around or you being present or nothing. So she really didn't care, and she didn't have that baby to come after you and get child support. Like that's not what happened there. So I mean, I know that there are various different types of situations, but this specific situation is about a girl who had a baby potentially to keep the man or to trap the man, but the man is resentful. Like he's so resentful towards that woman. Like he is not happy about that baby being alive, right? And what I mean by this, let me rephrase that. He's not happy that she decided to do that, you know what I mean, when he did not want that, right? But I also feel like this is one of those things too where maybe sometimes men don't say that for real, like, you know. But and so this is it's like a multi-layered like fucking message here. My goodness, let's go get some Pepsi or something, because good lord, like I don't even know why I gotta give this damn message. This ain't got shit to do with me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm fucking get annoyed. I don't want to get annoyed, but it don't got shit to do with me. Why I gotta remember all this bullshit? But that's the thing. I'm not just here for myself. I'm also here for the collective. Y'all motherfuckers be having me giving messages for no fucking reason because it ain't got shit to do with me. Motherfuckers. Side note, I did talk to my little brother today. I yelled at him. I'm like, you better get your shit together. Hopefully he listened, you know? He don't be listening. But I think he's clear. Like, he's clear. You know what I mean? Like, he might listen. He think he's just trying to just figure things out, which I get. But, brother, don't make me come over there and beat you up. Got my mom stressed out and shit. Let me see. Nope. No Pepsi. So for real talk, like, okay, I get it. I gotta share the message. You're the messenger. The messenger shares the message. But bitch, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not interested in keeping nobody's baby that didn't want to keep. What? Excuse me? This baby would be dead in 2 seconds. I'm so sorry to be so open with y'all like that. And I know y'all think that's wrong. Because most of y'all been raised on Christian values, which teaches you to keep children that don't, you know what I mean? That they gonna have a happy home. No. The kids, my children gonna have happy, decent lives to as much to the ability that I can, right? Like I get it. There's some things that I might not be able to do. There's some things that I had no control over. But I do got control over whether or not, nope. Sorry. Anyway, let me shut up. Let me shut up for somebody to be mad trying to hex me, you know? Girl, she said I will fall down the stairs quickly. Okay, don't abuse yourself like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, look, it's more just a thing like, why make your life more miserable in a situation that you can't change? Well, it's a thing that you got a specific period. You got a window. You have a window of time in which you can change that, right? And it's so interesting because the way that Love Dorsey was talking just so disrespectfully, that's she just talk how she talked, right? So I take it in, right? But like I said, I sat there. It was like maybe like a 14-minute or 15-minute video. It did not apply to me, but I still was like watching the whole video, and so it finally come to because I'm like, why did I watch that? Like, because it don't make sense. But eventually now I understand that this is what's happening because I had a dream, and there's this man in the dream who's just like. He's like an angry little troll, I guess. Or like, you know what I mean? Like he's just upset. But it's almost like he's not taking the anger out on the actual person who did the thing. He's taking his anger out on everybody else. So, yeah. That's the message. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not even gonna like try to interpret any further because honestly, I think that's enough. That's all that needs to be known. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to know that there's a baby daddy out there who is wreaking havoc on everybody else because he's mad at that one woman who didn't listen or who didn't, you know what I mean, who did what she wanted to do, but that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Like, that's your choice and her choice. And anybody else involved in your life, you should not be upset with them because of y'all. What y'all did. That ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I don't know what's going on with you. So, yeah, bitter baby daddy. I mean, there's a bitter baby daddy out there right now that's pissed off at the world because of what she did. And they ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Like, I don't even know what's wrong with you. That be the one. Them be the passport niggas that be talking about. Oh, we gonna get a passport and we gonna go to. We're gonna travel to another country and marry these women because they're better. But then y'all just knocking them up and leaving them with babies too, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Y'all not doing nothing better. You niggas are still trash and raggedy wherever the fuck you go. We gonna call y'all the Raggedy Brothers. They ain't no passport brothers. Y'all raggedy ass nigga brothers. That's what y'all is. That was the Raggedy Brothers. Okay, that's just crazy. So. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome. Okay, so look. OMG, let me see. Let me go back because I missed something. Oh man, I missed a couple things. So, a lot of women have babies. Men, you know, that's the thing. It's like I personally, and we've talked about this before, guys. We've talked about this before. I do believe, and that's why when I was like watching what she was saying, I was like, okay, I agree. You know what I mean? Pretty much everything she said, I agree with. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing that I didn't agree with in the video, but I was like, why do I need to hear this message? I'm not, like, I've been living my life like this. This ain't just start, you know, because Love Dorsey came on Facebook with a video. That's how I've been living my life. Like, I'm true to this, right? So, I'm just like, okay, well, why do I need to hear this? Because this is something that I kind of live by this. Like, I don't understand why. But after I had gone to sleep and then woke up, I'm sitting here with y'all trying to share a piece of the message with y'all. And I'm like, oh, that's why I had to watch that video and this and that and the third. So sometimes Spirit will do that. Sometimes Spirit will give me, you know, some part of a message days before I actually give you guys the message or before it actually comes together. Before all the pieces come together, sometimes it's days before and I'm like, oh, that's why I had to see this, or that's why that happened, or that's why this went down, because now it makes sense. But girl, listen, let me tell you, young girls out there right now, and it's the reason why I can tell y'all this is because I've watched this happen. Girl, don't sit there and pretend that having a baby, that, you know, you should not be considering the baby daddy's feelings and all that shit like that. Here's the reason why. Now, I understand ultimately you do have a choice to decide to have that baby or not. And yes, both of you guys did, you guys did conceive the baby together. But it's important to think about the fact how easy it is for a man to walk away from you and walk away from the baby and never see, hear, or none of that from this person ever again. And you are stuck with a baby. I do not believe in that. I do not believe in being the type of woman that stresses yourself more than you need to. Absolutely not. If that man is not abortion, but I want you guys to know, like, I know how to give myself my own abortion. So, like, sometimes, where's my, hold on, it's time for me to give y'all an infomercial. Let me give y'all an infomercial. Vitamin C, baby, okay? Like, now, obviously, the vitamin C only works to a certain period of time, though. So that's why it's really important to keep track of your cycles, to pay attention when your periods come. Like, if you notice that you're spotting, or like your period is like on and off, like it kind of comes hard for like an hour and then it completely stops and then it comes back again the next day, heavy, and then it completely stops. That's spotting, okay? Spotting can be lighter too. It doesn't have to be super heavy. It can be light too. So it can be light spotting, like where it's just little tiny pieces of blood where it doesn't even look like you're bleeding. And then it'll be light. And then sometimes it can get a little heavier and then slow down and then start again. Like, you need to know your body, because here's the thing, boo. Don't get caught with a baby, okay? And the reason for that is because, girl, don't stress yourself about a nigga's baby who didn't want that baby. Girl, bye. I will football kick this baby out of I'm so sorry. That's so fucked up. But honestly, absolutely not. Like, no. Listen, okay, and here's something that I did need to address with the Love Dorsey video. So first off, what she was talking about was real. It was true. But we also have to remember that there was a time period where there were not like medical abortions that you could go to the hospital and get. So we are kind of in that space where there's a transitioning from a time period where abortions were not always readily available. This is something that started happening, I believe. I don't know, was it in the 80s or was it before then? Y'all tell me. There's this lady who started the Planned Parenthood. I don't know when she started it, but I guess that's when abortion became more readily available. But we got to know that also. And so it's still a kind of a mental thing as well, that we've been taught, oh, we shouldn't do that. That means you're going to hell. That's a bad thing. But the reality is this. If you have a baby, you're responsible for that baby. And you're going to be the one taking care of that baby. So if a nigga's not going to be present and you know he's not going to be present, fuck out of here, girl. This baby is gone. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what debates there are about right and wrong. What's right is that I'm not about to be putting my life through extra stress for no fucking reason. But also what's right is you should have a decision on whether or not you are ready to have a baby right now. You want to have a baby right now. The last time, let me see. My youngest child is 15. Okay. I decided with my second child that I didn't want to have no baby. But I didn't want to have no more babies after my daughter, after my first child. And so my boys came, but I was okay with it. Like, I'm like, okay, these are my boys. I love them. It was no big deal. You know what I'm saying? I was in the confines of a marriage. So, okay, fine. You know, we'll get pregnant. We got pregnant. I'm okay with that. But after that, I was looking for ways. And before that, like my son, so my first son, I was taking birth control while I got pregnant with him, right? So it wasn't like there weren't efforts being made. Shit still just happened though, right? Like I still got fucking pregnant. So, and what else happened with Jabril? I can't remember about Jabril, but you know, the thing is, I decided a long time ago that I didn't want to have no more kids, or at least didn't want to have no more kids until a certain amount of zeros is in my bank account, right? That's my decision. My decision has already been made. My decision was made 15, 16 years ago. It didn't take for me to go through some experience to be like, oh, I don't want to. No, I knew then I didn't want to have no more kids. At least not until I had a certain amount of zeros in my bank account. So no matter what happens as I move forward in my life, I'm not having no more kids until I decide that I want to have more kids. So you guys have to be aware that, you know, there's some men out there that's, you know, they just don't want to have no kids, okay? Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. What I'm trying to say is, look, life is already hard enough. There's already enough going on in life. You shouldn't be putting yourself through any more stress than you need to go through, okay? And while I get it, you know, I don't know who taught this, but I don't know who taught keeping a baby to keep a man. Girl, you can do that in different ways. Like, there's better ways to keep a nigga than having a baby. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong. Baby, having a baby is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. It's such a wonderful thing. It is. But there's better ways to keep a nigga than just having a baby. I'm going to tell you that now. Okay, there are better ways to do that with less stress. Okay, less change to your body and your mental and your emotional than doing that shit. I'll tell you today. Now, I don't know why I'm being urged to share this message, but I think it's more so because there is somebody or some people, some men out there that are resentful, you know, and it seems as though you're like throwing your resentment everywhere but where it should be going. You know what I mean? Like, you aiming your resentment in the wrong direction. So I think you should address that. Okay. All right. Let's get to some cards. Guys. I want to thank y'all for understanding. Listen, you know, look, some people may not agree because you've been brought up in religion that tells you, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't blah, 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 blah. But girl, bye. Don't make your life a lot harder than it has to be. You already gonna go through shit being a woman, being black, you know? I know all y'all ain't black, you know, I get it, but I know all y'all ain't black, but what I'm saying is you already got enough going on in life. I'm not about to be adding no additional shit that I don't need to go through, you know what I mean, if I have alternative options or solutions to not do so. But I want to be clear, I didn't know, I was very much into my religion before I had, you know, when I had before my first 3 kids, right? And so it was a religion thing why I would never even have considered having an abortion with them. Now, I don't give a shit. if I don't want to have no fucking baby, ain't no baby gonna come out of me. And I have not been wanting to have no baby in multiple years. So it just, you know, that came across across me just to kind of talk to some of y'all, because I feel like, you know, yeah, I get it. You love somebody, but girl, you can love somebody and not want to have no babies with their ass. Like, I don't want to be attached to you like that. So sorry. That was bad. That was bad to say, but I just feel like, you know, maybe that's not your case. Like, maybe you do want to be attached to this person like that. But I think it's necessary to consider the other person's behavior and stuff like that, because do you want to deal with that? Because keep in mind, however this person is responding, that's how they're going to act in the future. Trust it. That's how they're going to continue to act, and it could even get worse as the stressors of that child, you know what I mean, starts happening. As this child needs this, and they need that, and they need this, and they need that, and you know what I mean? When you have a baby, you want to give that baby everything. You want them to have all the best of everything, right? You do. You really do. You can't deny that. So just think about that. You know, this is really for those younger girls who just, you haven't gotten to this point yet where you even have to consider this, but I think you should consider it now, right? Because they don't teach us this stuff. It's so crazy in school. They teaching all these kids about how to have sex. Like, are you fucking serious? You know what I mean? But what about contraception? What about fucking, you know, family planning? You know, all of this shit is super important because kids are younger and younger having babies having babies. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. You know what I mean? And I just think that this is something that everybody should be thinking about and really discerning about, having conversations. Another thing that I want to add to this is talk to your boys too. Like, let's not pretend that there is not a dysfunction in which in how boys are raised as it relates to sexual relationships and as it relates to conceiving children and getting someone pregnant. I feel as though boys should be getting the same conversations that girls get. Wait till you're fucking married, till you have sex, or things of that nature. Now, a lot of people might think that that's unreasonable, but it's really not. If you start telling your boys, wait till you get married to do this and do that and do that, of course, kids are going to be kids. They may or they may not listen, but they'll at least have a higher standard for themselves. They will at least have a higher standard for themselves. And they won't just be throwing their dick and dick dancing every the fucking where all over the goddamn town, right? But that's the problem. You know, there's generations of men who were taught that they should be out there acting like a dog. They were being praised for acting like a dog. And that's why you got kids all over the goddamn city, you know? So yeah, those are some important things. You know, those are things that need to be discussed, need to be talked about. You know, stop pretending that it's only on the girl and that it's only on the boy. Stop pretending. Like, we got to understand that everybody all across the board needs to be having these conversations with their kids, period. Okay. Heavenly, welcome. How are you? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I really feel like I feel like the dynamics of the relationships I feel like the dynamics of the conversation just need to change, right? Like, it needs to stop being like this. Yeah, the whole dynamics of the conversation need to just change, right? You know, the dynamic used to be, oh, you know, you get pregnant, you just have to deal with it. You just have to take a baby. Well, that's not the case anymore. We have options. Okay. We got options, bitch. All right. You can have an abortion. You can get rid of it. All right. But then also you can choose abstinence. You can choose celibacy and not having sexual relations. Although we know that that's kind of, it might be a little bit unrealistic, right? For most people. So it's necessary to adjust the conversation. That's what I think. Okay. Alrighty, let's move forward. I don't know what we should pull on today, but let's pull on this energy that I was just talking about, where it relates to the bitter baby daddies. Oh, bitter baby daddy ass nigga. Oh shit. I am just so excited about life right now, guys. And you know, the thing is, I've had moments in the last, you know, months or whatever, where I just wasn't as happy or as chipper or whatever. I might have felt a little down or felt a little depressed, but I don't now, bitch. I'm feeling great right now. You know, like, I feel so good because, girl, you know, I feel like, you know what this is? I feel like this is that transition of life where it's like, I was I've transitioned or getting very close to transitioning from living my life for all shit, you know, all shit but me. I'm living my life for me, ho. What? So what I want to do is what's going down. Okay? So that's really exciting, you know? That's really exciting. I know that some of you guys might be like, well, you should have did that already. Well, girl, look, I'm okay with how my life went. I am okay with it. Life happens. I'm not gonna complain about that shit. Life goes down how life goes down. You know? You learn from it. You learn your lessons. You go through your experiences, you know? You gather as much information as you can, but I really feel I feel very good about life right now, you know? And I want to tell you, it doesn't have anything to do with money. It doesn't have anything to do with finances. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It just literally has to do with how I want to feel in life. And I feel great. I feel wonderful. Like, I still got good skin. You know, I got a little work to do, though. I got a little bit of work to do. Like, what is this going on over here? You know what I mean? But I just drank some more water, do a little bit more working out, shit like that. There's some things I can obviously increase and improve in my life. But I'm going to be grateful, baby. And I think gratitude is where we are. Gratitude. We're grateful. We're gratitude. That's what we are. We are gratitude. All right, let's find the right vibe and let's get into a reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to rate my channel by smashing the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications each and every time I upload a new video. And definitely smash the like button. And I know sometimes you guys are like, you're talking too fast. You know they got a button where you can slow that shit down, right? They do. I be speeding stuff up sometimes. Not my own voice, but other people's. Somebody feels stuck. Oh, this is kind of like the bitter baby daddy talk we were just having a second ago. Somebody feels stuck. I feel like somebody has to heal something. Oh, you know, I just got a whiff of a message here. And let me pause this song because that's not giving me the vibe I need for this message specifically. The message that just came to me is this. So, okay, bitter baby daddies, some of the bitter baby daddies out there. OMG. Some of you guys need to actually be healing. Like, you are supposed to be healing the curse. Does that make sense? Like, you know how we all have, or we all may, not all have, but we may have generational curses. Some of us, we have, you know, curses that have been put upon our family through whatever, you know. What I really get is some jealous woman was jealous that she didn't get chosen and was like, oh, I'm gonna put this spell on your family. All the men on this side of the family are not gonna be successful. It's like, ho, give it up. You gonna curse generations and generations because a man didn't choose you. Child, you need to grow up. And I get it though, because I get it. You know, here's the thing. Maybe, because this could happen. Y'all know how what was it? Was it Spider-Man? You know how in Spider-Man, there's the Green Goblin guy, I think his name is. And you know how he was like, they told the story of his life, right? So they went back into the past and it was like, you know what I mean? Like he was in the lab and he was doing all this hard work and then he kept getting passed up, right? It could be something like that. It could be something where just, you know, this person's been constantly getting passed up. And then finally, the last person that passed them up, they were like, I'm going to get you. And then they go and then they like put curses on the family. Like, I'm going to get all of y'all, none of you guys going to be happy. But the thing about it is maybe that's, I don't know, like, we really got to look at that. Like, why were you being passed up? Could it been that maybe people saw that in you? Maybe people saw that you were resentful and you didn't see it? Like, because sometimes that really is the case. Like, sometimes people see things about you that you don't see. And one of the things that I've been really tuning into, even with myself, by the way, is that sometimes there's no hearing. Like, there's no listening happening there, right? And so I've kind of calmed myself down a little bit over the last I don't know how long it's been, but for a period of time, I was just like, nope, don't care what you say, ain't listening to you, not hearing it. For a little bit, I was, you know, I really was just like, psh, I don't want to hear shit you gotta say, okay? But I had to realize that. I had to recognize that. I had to pull myself back and be like, hold on, like, is this helpful for me? Is it beneficial to me to be like that, you know? And I think that this is necessary for us all to consider. Is it helpful for you to be like, I don't hear nothing you said. You ain't got shit to say to me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, is it necessary for you to be like that? Sometimes it is. But sometimes that period of time is like a short window. And then at some point things can be reset where now, okay, I can open myself up back to hearing what you have to say and things of that nature. But this is something we have to listen, we have to hear. So it makes me think about a couple of things. First off, there is somebody that I know in life, and I will just say it like that, that is extremely dramatic, extremely, I mean, you could just say borderline psycho, okay? Like, you could just say a little bit psycho, okay? But this person has had experiences where they were like with relationships with people or whatever, but did not recognize throughout all of those relationships that those people that they were in relationships with were all seeing the same thing. You're fucking psycho. Like, you need to get your mindset together. Like, you need to go into a loony bin for a little bit and let them give you the right medications, okay? Right? And so sometimes, like, if you're going on and on and on about life and you're refusing to see, you're refusing to accept, refusing to see or understand that if many people are saying the same thing, you might want to take at least heed. You might want to at least just think about what somebody's saying, about what people are saying in that regard to determine whether or not that's true about you. And sometimes people, instead of doing that, they just get really resentful, they just get really angry, and then they shut down and they close down and they refuse to make any sort of adjustments, changes, or, you know, they refuse to make any changes, you know? So it's like they step into their ego and they stay there. They step into their, just it's just hardcore. And when I say ego, I'm more so talking about egotism, you know, stepping into your egotism and your pridefulness to the point where you're not even able to improve yourself, your own ability to have a better quality of life by simply understanding what people are saying, discerning and deciding whether or not you can apply that to yourself to make yourself better, right? Because in reality, when people tell you something, a criticism about yourself that you could use to benefit yourself or be better, it's going to benefit you more than anybody else, right? But you do have a choice not to hear it and not to listen, right? So anyway, I just got a vibe here that there is somebody here who is meant to heal the generational curses, but you got to get out of your, it's like you got to get out of your, out of that place in your mind and heart where you're unable to receive criticism, or you're unable to receive constructive criticism rather, right? Or you're unable to receive, you know, an analysis from somebody who is actually pointing out something that you could benefit from by just taking it, looking at it, making the change, and then going on about your life, right? And so I feel like there's somebody here who might need to, you got to generate, you're supposed to be breaking generational curses, right? Like, you're supposed to be taking that on, but maybe you're trapped in your mindset, you're trapped in your need to heal certain wounds that keep you hardened and keep you stuck in your own egotism, okay? So I don't know who that's for, but, you know, it's here. I'm going to clean this up because I really feel like that was all that needed to be said with these cards. Okay, let's move forward. I'm going to put my music back on because I think I got everything I needed to say there. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what else do we need to know? Spirit got like little mini messages for me. It's like little short stories today, huh? I love it. OMG, I cannot wait. I think I want to go to the beach. I like my hair like this, so I think I'm gonna have like a bun summer, you know. I think it's gonna be a bun summer, you know what I mean? Buns and knotted shirts. Buns, knotted shirts, and hoochie mama shorts on. Not no hoochie daddy shorts, but the hoochie mama shorts, you know? Yes, I think we're doing it. I think I wanna do that because I think I'm just like fully embracing the sun this year. You know what I mean? Okay, moving forward, let's see what else we've got here. We do have a 3 of Wands and a 2 of Swords. Now we have the 8 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Of course, those were from the previous reading, so I'm not gonna take those on too much. So let's see. Well, no, I gotta take it. I gotta take it because you know why? This 2 of Swords is all about the blockages. See how she's got her eyes are blindfolded and the ravens are like pulling at those strings. And then over here, we have very similar message here with the strings. The ravens are like wrapping them around her and then pulling at them as well. But if we look at this one, like this one, you can see right here, she's not really tied up. But in the mirror, she's tied up. So this is like her mirror image. So this is her seeing herself and how she really is. So this is her seeing how she really is, which she is feeling mentally strapped, right? Something that I've never seen. Look at this. See right there how she has this little, almost like a tattoo on her arm? But it's a balancing scale. You know how the scales of justice? That's what that looks like. These look like scales. It might not be, though. It might not be, but it looked like it to me when I first looked at it. So let's see what this message is giving us. I feel like somebody is in a space where they're like having analysis paralysis. They're feeling stuck and trapped because it's like they're waiting for their own growth and their own development. It's like they're waiting for their own thing. Ooh, let's get this right. Let's get this right. Let's get this right. Any day you wake up is an opportunity for you to think differently, for you to feel differently, for you to speak differently, for you to present yourself in a different manner, in a different way. Be clear, okay? You don't need to wait for anything to happen. It is something that you decide within yourself, okay? You don't have to wait. You know, we often wait for permission for things to occur, or for like, it's almost like we're waiting for somebody's permission. Well, I'm giving you permission right now. I'm giving you the permission to elevate as you need to. I'm giving you the permission to be a better you. I'm giving you the permission to learn whatever you need to learn from the things and experiences that are happening that can allow you to feel better about you and about life and about everything that's going on. You have permission. You don't need my permission. But let's be honest, sometimes it's like we need to have that permission or something. I'm giving it to you right now. Take the permission. Do what you need to do to be happy, to live a life of fulfillment. Okay? Be fulfilled in life. It's okay. You're going to make mistakes too. I want you to know. Even if you do make a mistake, it's fucking okay. Life happens. It's kind of life, right? What the hell is my thing at? I'm sorry, I just noticed that I need mascara. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is your mascara, girl? Your eyelids are balding. What is going on? Okay, anyway, listen, you guys, you have the permission. You don't need my permission. But I know that sometimes it's like that. It's like you feel like you need to be told, or like you feel like you need guidance. You don't need no fucking guidance. You know what I mean? If you do, okay, fine. Come on over to AquaStarGoddess. Here's the guidance. You have permission to elevate, to be a better person, to do what you need to do, to grow. You have the permission to do that. You don't need nobody's fucking permission, but fine, here it is. You have the permission to do that. I need more lashes, don't I? I'm gonna find something that helps me grow my lashes out. Like, I know that stuff that helps you grow hair, but it never works on my lashes. Why doesn't it work on my lashes? Okay, that'll do for now until I finish this message. Okay, so moving forward, somebody's feeling stuck. You are feeling stuck and kind of like trapped in your own little space, in your own little mind. You're just all up in your head, waiting for what? What are you waiting for? Justice, waiting for things to balance themselves out. Don't do that. See, that's the thing. That's always, that means, Thank you, Spirit. Waiting to start something new, to start a new personal practice, to start a new mental affirmation or a new mental thought process, or, you know, a new self-worthiness journey or self-deservingness journey. You don't need to wait until the right time. There is no fucking right time. The right time is right now. The present time is the only time that you actually have. Right? I can make all sorts of plans for the future. I can plan out all sorts of things that I want to do. But the only time that I actually have is what is right now. What is currently available to me right now. Okay? There's no time like the present. Okay? There's no right time. Okay? The right time is right now. Okay? If you need to talk better to yourself, give yourself better affirmations, love yourself more, stand your ground on other people loving you properly or better, the time is now. You don't have to wait. Okay? And you've got to know this, because let me tell you something. Life is just wasting away. You're not getting any younger. You're getting older. And look at me. I'm almost 40. Can you believe it? Do I have wrinkles? Oh my God. I have gray hairs though. Do I? Yeah, I got a couple. I know they're there somewhere. They're right here. See? Right here. There's one. There's one here. I'm almost 40. Okay? So, listen. I'm almost 40, but I don't feel like I'm about to die. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still feel like I got plenty of time, but I don't really know that, right? Only thing I know is that I have right now. And the same goes for you. You have right now. You don't got next year. You don't got next month. You don't got next week. You got right now. So start now. Start right now. That's what you need to hear. So let's see. What's this all about? Holding back your dreams. Oh, this is a good one. This is a really good message right here. And I understand this because in one way or another, there were things that kept me from endeavoring to follow the things that I dreamed to follow. The things that my dreams, basically, right? The message is you have the opportunity to follow your dreams every time you take a deep breath, which could be any moment, right? Every time you take a breath, every time you open your eyes, every time you take a step forward in life, which is anytime you walk anywhere, you have the opportunity to follow your dreams. Now, yes, there may be stressors surrounding you. There may be life situations that you may feel, oh, this keeps me from doing such and such or doing that. Do the free shit. Do the free shit. Okay, if you're feeling, oh, I don't have enough money because I got to pay for my kids' basketball practice and I got to do this and I got to do that, and I got to make the money. No, make the time, put the money in the budget. Okay? I know you're like, well, Aqua, it's not that easy. Of course it's not that easy. That's why it's called life. You know, it's a set of challenges, you know, that you should be, hold on, let me say this again. Let me say this a different way. Life is a set of challenges geared to make you a better you, geared to give you your soul's growth, and geared to teach you how to navigate in a better way. Okay? Life, even though there's so many problems that can arise in life, there are also just as many, or if not more, solutions as there are problems. Right? There are. And so it's just a matter of how you're perceiving that. Yesterday we were talking to one of our subscribers, and it was about perception, and because it was about, somebody kind of getting a new career and thinking that now you think you hot shit, now you think you better than everybody else, right? But the reality is that's also perception, because sometimes you think other people are thinking stuff that they are just simply not thinking, and this is just a fact. Sometimes you think that other people are on some shit that they just simply not on. And that's just a fact. But you also have to look at how you think, right? Just because you think some kind of way doesn't mean that everybody else in the world thinks exactly like you, okay? And it's better to realize that than to not. Because the sooner you realize that, the more control you give back to yourself. The less personal you're going to take things, right? And this is one of the things that you will learn in that book that I've suggested many times, called The Fifth or the Fourth Agreement, I believe it is. I have that one on Audible. But one of the things one of the rules of the Fourth Agreement is to not take shit personal. A lot of people have a problem with this, taking shit entirely too fucking personal. You ain't know I got my own shit going on, so I'm gonna be talking about something and you got offended by it. But I was talking about my own shit. I was talking about me and my shit, and you got offended by that, and I don't know how, right? Like, so you got to recognize that if you can't take shit personally all the time. Most times, most shit ain't personal. Let me see what this book is called for you guys. Hold on. So there is the Fifth Agreement, and then I think there's the Fourth Agreement too, right? Let me see. There is the Fourth and the Fifth Agreement. They're both, there's two of them. The 5 levels of attachment. No, not that one. The Mastery of Self. That's a good one too. So Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. has a couple of good books. The Mastery of Self is a good one. And then the other one that I was trying to give to you guys is the Fifth Agreement. Okay, so the Fifth Agreement is the one where he talks about, hold on, let me find that chapter. Let me see. Oh Lord, oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, it doesn't tell me which chapter it is, but either way it goes, he talks about don't take shit personal. This is so important because, like I just said, sometimes people are talking about their own experience, and because a hit dog holla, right? Like, because a hit dog holla, sometimes people think, oh, you talking about me and da-da-da, and it's like, not really, but, you perceived it that way, and so here we are now. Now you're mad and upset because you think that I'm really spending that much time thinking about all the shit that's going on in your life, right? And I've done it too. You know what I mean? I've done it myself, but it is important to get better and better at not taking things so personal. It is important to get better and better at, recognizing that other people got their own shit going on. You know what I mean? Just because you going through something doesn't also mean that they couldn't also be going through either the very similar things or the same thing. And when they talk, they're talking about their own shit actually and how they feel about it. And you just taking offense to it, right? So it's just necessary for us to take some of these lessons that can really help benefit us, because not only does it help you to just kind of like not take everything so seriously or not put so much pressure on yourself. That's the better one. Not putting so much pressure on yourself, but it also helps you to see that we are all going through life experiences and life journey, and we can all use a little bit of grace, right? And that's just the facts. We can all use a little bit of grace. Okay. So anyway, somebody needs to know that you can make little steps towards your dreams. If you've got a dream, do the free shit. You know what? One time I was like, really, like, I was like, I want to do my music and this, that, and the third. And at the time, I didn't have any money to go to the studio. I didn't have any money to buy new beats. So you know what I did? I sat down and I just started writing. I just went and found some, some throwaway beats that some producers make. Sometimes producers make beats that they just send off for free. Like, you could just download them for free, right? So I had some of those. There's this guy, I can't remember what his name was, but he sent me a bunch of emails, and he had a whole bunch of free stuff, free beats that he wasn't like caring about using. So I went and I wrote some songs to those beats. You know what I mean? It was absolutely free. It didn't cost me anything. All it took was for me to have the desire to do it, open up my email, download the tracks that he had available for free, start writing. And I wrote some songs that I ended up later recording. So, you know, sometimes it's about you just being a little bit more aware that you have the ability to do things with your time, even if you don't have the money, right? If you're making it about the money, don't make it about the money, make it about something else. Okay, it's about the money. I can't go to the studio because I don't have the money to go to the studio. Well, then go write some songs. Go sit down and write. It's free to write. 100% free. 100% free. You ain't got to pay nobody to write anything. You can sit down and just write, right? And that's still you kind of doing something within your craft, which still allows you to express how you need to express, okay? So yeah, I don't know who needed to hear that, but you know, yeah, there's that. You don't need to wait until, I don't know, what the hell are you waiting for? What the hell are you waiting for? Let me see. These are goddamn short stories here, ain't they? What is being waited for? Like, what are they waiting for? Queen of Wands. Oh, you're just waiting for like the spark of life. You're waiting for spirit to come and like lay shit in your lap. I want to tell y'all something because somebody mentioned something like this yesterday. Somebody was like, "Oh, I'm waiting for the right person to like fall out of the sky." That's not fucking realistic, first and foremost. Let's just be real here. And even if you don't want to be realistic, let's say you do want to be delusional. You say you want to manifest some shit, Aqua. Okay, fine. Let me get on your level with that. If you want to manifest some shit and it's got to do with like love or whatever, yeah, you got to start focusing on being so into your own vibe where you're like, I love myself and those that I'm seeking, what I seek seeks me, type shit like that. Like you got to get on that affirmation type vibe. But also there are like things that you have to do about getting into alignment. You got to get yourself into alignment. Get into alignment. There it is right there. That's the front and the back of the story, honey. Front and center and the back. That's the heading, the body and the conclusion of the story. Okay? Get into alignment, right? I feel like somebody is though waiting potentially for magic to happen. And it's like, listen. Sometimes you have to make the magic happen. Does that make sense? Sometimes you have to be the magic. Okay? Does that make sense? Sometimes you have to be the driving force. Does that make sense? Sometimes you have to be your own cheerleader. Does that make sense? Sometimes you have to be your only best friend. Does that make sense? Because when you get to a place where you are really serious about your goals, where you're serious about doing what you want to do, when you're serious about taking yourself to the next step and the next level, a lot of people are not going to make it with you. Why? Because a lot of people are not serious about themselves and about their goals. There are a lot of people that are walking around that are just not serious about their goals. When you get to a point where you're serious about your goals, you might have to take that trek. You might have to walk that path alone. Okay, moving forward. Are we done with this short story, Spirit? Let me know. They say, okay, so we're not done with this short story. There's more to it. Okay, fine. What makes you happy, I think, is what makes you happy. You got to really consider that. What makes you happy? I think your success is in what makes you happy. And also there's something about collaboration and working together with something or someone or whatever, like working together to make progress. You may have to collaborate with somebody. You might have to get a roommate instead of getting your own place, right? Something like that. I also feel like the final piece of this message, the final puzzle to this piece could be that maybe you're looking outside of yourself and you need to look within. That's exactly it. That's the message. That's the message. You're looking on the outside. You're looking for everything outside of you, and everything that you need is internal. It's here. It's here. That's what you need to know. Got it? Good. Okay. I think that's it for this message now. Alrighty. Wow, these little short stories just keep popping, huh? I feel like I want to use a different deck now. What do we use? Oh, let's use this one. This one? Okay. Who wants to know about love. After I done beat y'all over the head about you got to get into alignment before you can get love in your life. No. Listen, it's a process, and sometimes we got to remember and know that we're always attracting, right? Like, we're always attracting shit. So I feel like something just occurred to me. Something just occurred to me, and it's like it's there, but it's not there. It's like it's elusive to me now that I want to speak it out loud. So maybe I'm not supposed to say it out loud. Okay, now we're gonna tap into a different vibe, a different energy. Let's see what we can gather here. Okay. I feel like okay, I shared something with you guys the other day, right? It was about how I have kind of recognized that my conscious creation and my awareness of my conscious creation has been on like its own journey, right? It's been like on its own specific journey, because it's like you're aware of your ability to consciously create, but sometimes you forget, right? Like sometimes you fall back into default mode or default settings, and you just kind of go on about life, and then before you know it, shit's looking crazy, and you're like, oh shit, did I forget something? This thing is not on anymore. What's going on? And so then that's kind of what happened, and I had to realize like, oh shit, I got to get back into my stuff, right? So I realized, I was like, oh no, like I have been allowing myself mindset to go into the direction where other energies wanted it to be, right? And that wasn't working for me, and it's not going to work for me, because that's just not how I'm supposed to be living my life, right? So anyway, I ended up getting back into like listening to Neville Goddard and just kind of listening to mindset stuff to keep my mindset in the right place, to reset my mindset back to where it should be, right? Because for a little bit it was completely off. And so I got back into it, and then I started feeling better. I started like thinking better. I started like seeing more evidence of my conscious creation. Like I started seeing the evidence of it. Hence the goddamn, it was like, for a little bit though, it was a fight. It was almost like a fight. It was like, it was like the demons were trying to hold on to me, and I was like, get off me, you're not gonna keep me down, right? And then, so it was like a little like energetic fight for real. And then that's when that whole thing came, that's when whoever the hell came and got their shit. It was like I decided, no, I'm not doing this anymore. This shit is done. This shit is over, right? And then some shit happened and stuff like that. I took a video of that hole too before the grass started growing in. Because it's interesting, since that thing was dug up, the grass started growing in a lot more too. So I was like, what is that? Like, what was the energy that was being held in that thing that was buried down there, right? I don't even know, but I feel like what I'm trying to get at is, you know, we have our ups and our downs, our ebbs and our flows, right? And we do sometimes like go back to default mode, right? Like sometimes we forget what we really supposed to be doing, which is getting better at manifesting and bringing life into things, how we, you know, bringing things into fruition, how we want to see them happen, right? But this is a practice, guys. I want you guys to know, like, this is not something that just happens. Like, I just didn't wake up one day and just start saying, oh, I'm just going to manifest some shit and just everything just switched and changed. No, it takes time. It takes time. It takes time and it takes effort. It is a thing that you must do, right? But you also need to know that the people around you can also really impact your progress, just because if they feel like they want to keep you where they are or whatever, then they can do things. They can say things to you. They can like make you feel kind of, or try to make you feel like, I say try because you ain't got to hold on. Like I said, like I was just telling y'all a few seconds ago, make nothing, hold nothing personally, don't take nothing personally. I be on that. That's one of my favorite things to follow, is not taking shit personally. Right? But sometimes people do still have that ability to do so, and sometimes we have to recognize that, like, oh shit, I think this person may still have a little bit of a hold where I need to be more clear, more aware, to not let what they're saying or doing or whatever really get me down. So I had to get out of that little space with and for myself. Okay, here it is.
Y'all see that hole right
See
there?
that hole? Oh no, I turned it off.
Showed up shortly after I got sick, and shortly after, representative of somebody putting something in my yard.
See.
I remember the day that hole showed up, shortly after I got sick, and shortly after somebody dug whatever the fuck they put right there up, I was sick also.
Right. So like on that video, I think I just kind of like expressed and explained the whole process, because I was gonna post it for you guys to see it. I might still, I don't know, but it's not a big deal. It's just more of a thing to kind of make you either aware or just kind of understanding how things can occur, right? So anyway, it was before that happened where the hole was dug up. I just was like, one day I was just like, girl, you ain't been on your mindset shit. Like, you've been off that for a minute. And I was just like, okay. So out of nowhere, I'm just like a complete 180. I'm like, I need to get my mindset shit back on. Neville Goddard's in my ears. Like, I got my shit on when I'm sleeping. You know what I mean? I got my subliminal shit going on when I'm sleeping. And then I didn't know, like, it was like a complete thing. Like, it was like Lifetime decided, whoop. You know, when you make a U-turn, it was literally like, whoop, U-turn. And so things started to happen like that, where it was literally like a U-turn shift, where I realized, oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. Let me get back down my pathway in the direction I'm supposed to be going in. And then before you know it, let me see. It was little tiny proofs or shows that I was going, getting my mindset back right. Because one day I was like, oh shoot, I need this or something. Like I needed something to come through money wise. And then I ended up receiving a check in the mail that I was not expecting. I didn't know that check was coming. I didn't know anything about it. It was a check from the electric company from my first building. So the check from my electric company came, and it was a small check. It wasn't a big check or nothing, but it was enough to show me. It was enough of proof to show me, okay, you're getting back. You're getting back in the right direction. You're going there, right? And then so it was like multiple things that had occurred in a short period of time. It was the small check. It was another larger check that came. So a small check came, a larger check came, money came through. This girl, one of my tenants moved out, right? So this motherfucker gonna move out and steal the goddamn chairs that was purchased that I got for her office because she refused to get them. And then she gonna take the chairs. So anyway, she ended up, the company had to end up paying for 2 months of her rent, and they also had to end up paying for the chairs. So that was like $2,300 that came in that I didn't have to do anything for. Hey, what's up?
None.
That I didn't have to do anything for, but it's just proof, right? Like, this is all just proof that this stuff works. It ain't proof to y'all, it's proof to me, right? Like, and I needed proof at the time because, like, I had let my mindset go in, I had let some things go in the wrong direction for a little while. But as soon as I was like, oh shit, I need to make a U-turn. I made a U-turn, and then little bit by boom, 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 like little bit by little bit, shit start changing. So, this also applies to other areas of life too, not just money. I just happen to use, like, my magic personally, I prefer to just use it on my money. And that's what I care about. All that other shit is it'll come or it won't come. It'll come or it won't come. But that's just me though, because like I've been married, so I didn't have to worry about love. Like, that wasn't no thing. I didn't care about that because I already have that. Like, that wasn't the thing I had to worry about. So I know that some of you guys might be like, I don't want to know about money and career. I want to know about love. So I want you to know, though, it still works the same way. Okay? It works the same way. But it is really important to, you know, be mindful of your energy, right? Like there was a period of time where I let some things get in my head and I was not being mindful of my energy, you know? And before you know it, my money started dwindling. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on with my money? Like, this is not the way life should be going, right? And so then I realized that I myself played a part in that whole even being there, right? Like that whole even being there, I played a part in that. But I'm willing to take responsibility for that too, because I'm willing to see that I am responsible for the things that are going on, and I may manifest things in various different ways, not even realizing that that's what I'm manifesting, but it happened and I dealt with it and I went through this experience to learn that. To learn that, I went through that experience. I'm here. I'm still alive. You know, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm beautiful. I'm excited about life. And just as quickly as things started to kind of like spiral out of control, just as quickly things are getting themselves back in order, okay? So I'm saying all of that because I want you to know that your mind and how you're thinking and feeling and what you're saying and what you're feeling really does matter that much for me to talk about it on almost every fucking video I make. It matters that much. It does. Okay? All right, let's get back to it. Oh, another thing I was going to say. This is similar, but not quite. So another thing that I was going to say as it relates to what I was just talking about, and this might be on like a channel message type vibe. Communications can come in various ways, right? And sometimes it doesn't appear to be, but it is. For instance, synchronistic type messages is what I mean. You know what I mean? You know how, so like this is on that soul journey type shit. You know what I mean? You know how they talk about synchronicity, seeing people's numbers, seeing these numbers, seeing them names, all that shit like that, right? You may also see messages that come in that are reminiscent. Let's just say your grandmother, no, sorry, not like that. Let me say something else. Let's just say you had a great aunt pass away and your great aunt and you were close, right? Like you guys were really close. She was like your favorite, you know what I mean? Like one of your favorites, or just one of those that you were starting to visit and starting to get to know and stuff like that. And she spoke in a certain way. Like she would say, child this or child that or whatever. And you would just like, you know what I mean? Eat it up because you love the way she would like express, because I'll tell you something, older people are just older versions of their younger self. Like they still who they was. Like they still who they was. They just older and maybe not as mobile as they used to be, right? So anyway, maybe when this great aunt passed away, or sister or something like that passed away, maybe you know, you obviously have a pain. It's a pain. It hurts, right? But maybe you see a message that comes from somebody who's sending you an inquiry about some job that maybe, let's say you post something on like Craigslist or something and you're like, oh, I'll do this or do that for you for this much money. And somebody sends you a message in response to your advertisement. And in that message, they're talking like the great aunt. And you feel like that message is like, damn, is that my great aunt? Like you almost double take it. Like, is that the... I need you to know that sometimes those are also ways in which spirit communicates with you to let you know that your aunt's energy is still here. Like she's still here. Her energy is still present. And so that's something that maybe we miss because we feel sometimes we get so caught up in just the day-to-day of life. We get caught up in what we're thinking or feeling or what we're going through or whatever. And then we pass up all of these messages or all of these signs and signals, and we passing up all of these synchronicities that are passing us, that are showing it to us at various different moments of the day. And we're just either ignoring them, or we see it and we maybe think something, but we just don't really put the two and two together. I want you to know that Spirit is telling me to let you know that that is a real thing. If you feel like that was like the message from your great aunt, it was. If you feel like that was the message from your, let's just say you are on a journey, your soulmate. If you feel like that was a message from your soulmate, it was. So you need to know that. You need to stop second guessing your ability to pick up on those energetic messages or those spiritual downloads from Spirit, because I feel like Spirit is communicating with you in multiple ways, and you're just, sometimes you pick up on it but you're unsure, you're questioning yourself. Don't question yourself. Okay, so that somebody needs to know that. Woo, we just firing off today. Oh, Shaylee said, y'all better not be in the comments being a being a cunt. Hello, Oyan. Hello, welcome. So anyway, yeah, I feel like that was really important. She said y'all lucky she not here, because she be basically mollywopping y'all's comments and, you know, kicking y'all out of the, and put y'all into the middle of the abyss. All right, let's get into these messages then. We're gonna go back to our we're gonna go to some love now, because we just finished up with just like random messages. So let's get some love messages. Let's find out what Spirit wants us to know about connections, love situations, or whatever. All right, Spirit, clear and concise. Well, I guess that was the start of the love messages, because it was kind of letting me know that maybe some of you guys might be getting synchronicities, and that's what was being shared. Okay, Spirit, what do you want us to know? Ooh, somebody is admiring you, baby. They watching. They want to see you. They want to see you laid out in the bed. They want to get a mouthful. Yes, they do. Okay, look at this. I also just got a message. Maybe your person likes when you are like feisty. They may pretend that they don't, but they do. They may act like they got an attitude with you and shit, but they really like when you're feisty. Ooh, who's feisty? Who out there being feisty? Because your person like it. They was like, oh, I like it. Side note, you might get them aroused when you pop off a little bit. So I think that's the message. Your person gets aroused when you pop off. Excuse me.
I'm just checking if the AC's done.
Yeah, that's what's going on. Y'all just bear with me a second. I gotta wait till you go. What's with the stare down?
You're staring at me.
I know what's that. Okay, so yeah, okay, so these are the messages, girls and ladies and guys and dolls. Let's just get to it. First and foremost, your person is aroused when you're feisty. They like it. They may even act like they don't, or they may like have tried to pretend that they want you to be like this perfect little angel, or like they want you to be like super nice and shit like that. But in reality, they like when you pop off funny. They like it. Obviously not too much. Like obviously not like in a super rude way or whatever, not all the time, but like there's something about you getting them aroused when you snap or something like that. So yeah, so that's here. Another thing though is that this person watches you, admires you. They like kind of like looking in on you. Like maybe you guys have rooms in your home or whatever, and when you're in your room or whatever, they come and look and peer in on you or whatever. So yeah, this person likes watching you. They also will be glad to watch you, you know, and they also want to eat you too. Oh, there's another card. Is this another card? What is going on? It almost felt like there was another card there. I mean, it's not, but it for a second. Just now I feel like I gotta come apart. It won't come apart because it's only one card, but it felt like it was 2 cards for a second. It is only 1 card, but it gave off 2 cards for a second. So this person likes watching you. I think this, yeah, they are very aroused by you when you are a little feisty. They like that a little bit. So this person likes that you're feisty. Okay. It makes them think more. It makes them think about you in a sexual manner. It's like maybe they want to dominate you. It's like, oh, you want to be feisty, huh? So they want to dominate you then. This person likes to dominate you. I do also think that this person is like sweet on you too. It's like they want to, it's like they're delicate with you, or they want to be delicate. Like it's a mixture. It's a mixture. It's like delicate, but also rough. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like both. This person wants to do both. The Lovers. So the Lovers card, yeah, this person is feeling like special about you. You know what I mean? Ooh, what y'all got going on, little kinkies? Let me see. Queen of Swords is here. Ooh, what is going on here? Oh, this one's different. So the Queen of Swords is right here. I don't normally see this like this, but I want to show you something. You see this black candle right here? I feel like your person, or I feel like somebody is jacking off to their person. Like, what? Yep, it's here. I can't unsee it now. I cannot unsee it. That's what's happening here. Because look, this is a picture. This person, there's a picture right there. So somebody is getting busy to their person's image or picture or like something like that. Like they think about your energy, or they think about you. Okay. So, and then y'all trying to get tied up. What? I feel like somebody wants to get kinky, like real, like let me tie you up, let me tie you down real quick. So somebody wants to tie you down. I feel like it doesn't have to necessarily be physical, as in tying you up like this. I feel like it's also tying you down as in like being with you. So I guess use protection is the message here. Yeah. Well, y'all already know there's some methods. Just, you know, make sure you keep an eye on what's going on. So I think this person definitely wants to have you in a warm embrace. But what I'm really heavily getting though is that you arouse this person a lot more than you think that you do. Maybe you don't even know that this person's aroused by you. Maybe you don't even realize this person watches you or wants to watch you, or it's like this person looks at you when they are pleasuring themselves. It's here in the cards. Like you can complain or cry or act like it's not here, but it's here. So it's here. So let's see what else we got going on. Let's do a little shuffle. Let's see what's going on here. Because I get the vibe that this person is delicate but also rough too. Like I get that vibe. And I think that they're like they're intrigued by you too. Why is this person very because I get the sense that this person looks at you in a way that you're like very delicate, or like you're more delicate than other people. Does that make sense? But why? Maybe this person thinks that you're more delicate than anybody else. So this person kind of is like, maybe they're more gentle with you than anybody else. I do feel that something changed. Yeah, look at that. The death card came out as soon as I was saying that. So something changed here. There was an ending. Let's see what happened there and what that's all about. Spirit, tell me more about this ending. The Magician comes out. Why does the Magician come out? The Five of Swords is here. Why would the Magician and the Five of Swords be here? See, I be trying not to look at these messages like this. This. It's the truth. Okay. This is the truth. So first off, there was some sort of an ending that was due to magic, by the way. I don't know whose magic. I'm not going to ask that because I don't know. And I honestly just don't want to go as far into this message as possible because, like, once again, I'm trying to come back from a space of just not allowing things to get into my claw and stop me from doing what I need to do regardless. Like, all that shit is dead now, right? Like, I'm not here for it no more. It's over. All that shit's over. But, and giving too much power to things that, you know, we're not giving power to that shit, first off. But it's here, so I have to say it. So there was some sort of magic here at present. There was definitely some magic, which caused an ending here. Because one of the things that I was feeling very much right before I saw that was that this person is more delicate with you than anybody else. This person treated you very, this person treated you better than they treated anybody else. And it may not, and it may just be like the way that they spoke to you, the way that they thought of you, the way that they approached you, the things that they maybe have allowed you to do or say or things like that. This person was just more delicate with you in period, right? But then I get this King of Swords where it's like this sharp energy comes and then the Death card comes, there's an ending, and I asked why, and the Magician came out. So let me show you what those look like. So these are here, right? So basically, this person was being very delicate with you. Like, this person saw you as being very delicate, very fragile. This person like admired you, like really was admiring you, really felt like you were like a gem, like a special little delicate thing, you know? Like, this is how this person felt about you, right? And then there was a switch. The King of Swords is here, and this is like a switch, like a change of vibe or energy. And then we also have the Death card where there's some sort of ending, and then I asked why, and there's the Magician here. So like, that's what happened. So there was a Magician. And then one more thing, bottom of the deck was the Five of Swords. Five of Swords in most decks represents in most decks, the Five of Swords represents illusions. So there was a magical illusion here. So this person saw you as being the thing. They were aroused by you. They were watching you, and they would like pleasure themselves to you. This person admired you. They loved your sense of humor, or not your sense of humor. They love you when you get feisty. I don't know why sense of humor came out. Do you have a sense of humor? I think this person just like all around and overall really just, there's a lot of things about you that they liked, and they found you to be very special. Another thing is this person found you to be very delicate as well. So this person maybe treated you a lot better than other people, or they just treated you in a certain way. Like, they were more sincere with you. They were more delicate with you. They were more it's like you're fragile, so they were really treating you like a little flower, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little baby. It's a little baby. So this person really treated you like that. And then all of a sudden things changed. Like, there was a sharp shift here with the King of Swords, and then the Death, which is an ending, and the Magician is here. So I feel like and then obviously the Magician and the Five of Swords, which represents some magical illusions here. So I don't know if the magical illusion was the way that this person felt, or the way that this person shifted. So I can only assume that it's the way that this person shifted, because that's how it came out. But, you know, anyway, yeah, that's what it's saying. And then the Ace of Swords came out too. So the Ace of Swords coming out, letting me know that's the truth. So like, because I was about to be like, nah, it ain't about the magic. Y'all know, no, goddamn it. So you read that fucking message we put in front of your motherfucking ass. That's the goddamn message. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. So look, That's what just happened. So yeah, that's what happened. There's a magical illusion here that went down. This person really saw it. This person was very gentle with you though. Like, and maybe somebody got jealous. I don't see that in the cards, but you never know. Maybe somebody got jealous that they were sweet on you, basically. Because like this person is sweet on you. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. Past life love. Your souls remember this intense connection. So you guys potentially were past life lovers. And that could be another reason why he was so attached to you as well. Release. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming out. I'm going to pull one more from this deck. And then I feel like, I don't know, should I get another deck? See what else. Woo. Detached with love to see things clearly. Denial. So there's some sort of denial here. What was that about? Let's get some clarity on that. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided, by the way. That's here at the bottom of the deck. So I want to share that. And let's see. The denial card is here. That is... Why is this card here, Spirit? What is this about? Okay, I was also just giving... I need to get another deck for that, too. Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Chalices, Three of Cups and Four of Chalices. So this person... So I'm trying to discern and decide which message it is. So there's two. One of them is that there was somebody that there was no sex. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing there's no sex with this person or something like that. Something like that. The other thing that I'm hearing is not satisfied with the sex. So maybe this person was not satisfied with the sex that they were having. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But that's it. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. And here's the thing, ladies. Here's the thing. I thought that guys enjoy sex. You know what I mean? Like, I thought guys just enjoy sex with a hole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's got a hole and it's, you know, and it's got some juice in it, then it's good. So that's interesting. Okay, moving forward. Let me see what else, because I feel like I was supposed to get this too. The Hangman, feeling stuck. Okay, because of money. All right. So there's two things. This person potentially was in a situation that they were stuck in or feeling stuck because of money. And also I think that this person is either not having sex with somebody or they weren't satisfied with the sex that they were having at home. So here's a lot of information. So this is like that person that ended up doing the spell work or whatever are potentially in denial from this stuff here that was just said. It's like they're in denial that was all the situation is going on, right? That they were in denial for those things. There's a twin flame reader that's so good. Her name is Twintuitive 717, right? She's one of my favorites. She's actually is my favorite, my absolute favorite. The reason for it is because she doesn't allow karmic energy to come in and switch. Like, she doesn't allow karmic energy to come in and like, and get her off of track, right? Even I had some karmic energy that got me off track for a little bit, or that I allowed to get me off track for a little bit. She does not. So I appreciate her for that, because it's very much like a guidepost sometimes, right? Because sometimes we forget that we just kind of get caught in the karmic web. We get caught in the karmic loop or the karmic cycle of bullshit, and we're back in that shit, right? And so I feel that I get a lot of clarity when I listen to her messages, and oftentimes I'm not listening to the messages for, oh, this whole romantic thing. I'm listening to the messages to sometimes to confirm, you know, what I kind of already know. And so I lately haven't been doing it for that reason. Lately I've just been doing it as is to support her channel, to support her content, because now I feel a lot more sure about what I know and what I receive as relates to downloads and information and things of that nature. And I'm going about my business the way I need to go about my business, which is things the journey must the path life goes on, like things must continue on, right? And so I want to say this. I want to say that this is a situation here in which magic has been used. Yes, it is. It has been used because there is some sort of denial here. Somebody is in denial that yeah, somebody was in denial about the connection that they were in, or the relationship they were in, or something like that. I also feel this is a double-edged thing here too, because I also feel that somebody is denying or in denial about the past life love thing too. So there's two sides to the story. There is somebody who's in denial about a strong connection between two people. And so their denial of that has caused them to do this shit, this magic shit and all this other shit, bullshit, right? Another thing is they are also in denial of what the relationship that they currently have. They are also in denial of what that relationship is actually all about, right? So, shit. But that ain't got nothing to do with us, girls. Let's keep it moving, okay? Yeah, right. All right, let me see. What else is there we need to know? Is there anything else we need to know to hear about this situation or this love reading, spirit? Like, what else? What other guided messages do you have for us to consume or to take in or to consider? Are there any lessons, learnings, or anything like that that we can take from this? Ooh, the whale card. I don't think that... Okay. I think that you guys are still going to end up experiencing the beauty of I feel like you guys are still going to experience the beauty of having like a deep connection with somebody in this lifetime. And I know that some of you guys might be in like soulmate situations, twin flame situations, or whatever. And some of those situations may be super difficult, or just like you're not really feeling comfortable, or you're just not sort of sure what's going on within that situation. I want to tell you, even if you move away from like the journey, right? I feel like there's still going to be something that comes into your experience that's going to give you really beautiful connection. So plus also I do think that you and your person are going to like end up being back together, because I think there's something going on in life here. I feel like, okay, so let me just say this. I do feel like somebody here in this connection feels a little bit uncertain about what is going on. They also feel very unsure about what this is. And so it caused them to have insecurities, which made the magic easier to work, right? Like that made it easier for that magic to work because they question it. Another thing that I see here as well is that this person was also trying to make sure they were thirsty. Shut up. This is somebody who was like, I am not going to be thirsty. So we're not going to be adults no more. Like, so there's that. Right? Like, my thing is this. I feel like, you know, at this point, you're adults. You know, if you feel like you want to do something, say something, reach out, whatever, then do that. Like, instead of looking at, because like when we look at things like, oh, that's thirsty, or that's like this, or that's like that, it's almost like being a teenager in high school a little bit. You know, it's kind of like people don't elevate from that mindset at all. The thing is, when you are in a relationship with somebody or you care about somebody, you do things that helps. You do things over time that shows, that's your show or your gesture of love for that person. That could be maybe you buy them their favorite drink every day from the store. I know that's small, but it's something. And I'm not saying that it has to be a small thing. I'm just saying little gestures that you do to show your person how you feel about them, or to just let your person know that you're thinking about them. And usually those are the little tiny things, right? But I just feel like it's childish. I feel like it's childish the way that some of these things are being looked at. It's like, I think it's really childish because of the fact that, you know, we're grown now, first off, right? And you don't have to have an excuse for liking somebody or feeling some kind of way or whatever. Like, you don't have to have an excuse for that shit. And the fact that grown ass adults, you know what I mean? Like, feel some kind of way for like liking somebody. It's silly. It's like, how do you ever expect to like really grow a strong relationship or a strong foundation of anything? How do you expect that to occur if you aren't willing to give into the situation or the relationship or the connection or whatever, right? And this happens in many ways. And this is another outside message for this little part of the reading here, but it's necessary to hear because, you know, some of you guys are out here in this love streets, and because of your pride and your ego, male or female, and I'm talking to everybody right now, because of your pride and your ego, you're allowing what could be a very good connection with you and somebody else to pass you by because of stupidity. Now, I want to say this. We all have our own decisions on what that looks like for us in life. We all have our own decisions on whether or not something works for us or will work for us, or, you know what I mean, this is the time for that or not. We do. But also, if the reason why you're not pursuing something is because you're like, oh, I don't want them to think I'm thirsty. Girl, shut up. Like, I just think that, you know, like, maybe just grow up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because, like, just like as women, we like for our men to show us that they want us, they also have that same thing. Like, they still want to be shown that they're loved. They want to be shown that they are cared for. They want to be shown that they are desired as well. So that goes both ways. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Honestly, I just feel like that was a little bit of a part of it. But okay, one more, because there's more to this message. Now, the other side of this message for these two cards here is that somebody, yes, they may have felt a little unsure about what this is, what that is, what's going on with this situation. And so that may have caused somebody to retreat because they're considered, or maybe we're thinking that this is just a bunch of bullshit, bunch of games, or it just wasn't real. And they were also very, this person was very apprehensive about being too open. Like, it's like they didn't want to put themselves all out on Front Street just to be rejected. So this was somebody who definitely was feeling like they were not trying to be putting themselves out for rejection. Okay, I think that message is done. I think I'm done with that message, that part of the message. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, shit. Okay, another thing. Success and fortune. Success and fortune is here. Look, we got the 9 of chalices, and we also have the wheel card. The wheel card represents fortune coming in your future, right? Success and fortune. Hey, Tarot High Priestess Ruby. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have anything else to add to that part, honestly. I feel like this is about you guys, that you have the potential for success and fortune in your future with each other, but you know, it may appear like maybe somebody's insecurities got in the way of this being successful, right? So yeah, I don't know what that's about. I guess that's about what it just said. Somebody's insecurities got in the way of allowing this to be successful. And that you know, I get it, but it's kind of frustrating. Five of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card and the Five of Pentacles walked away from the commitment, maybe, or I feel like because this Five of Pentacles in this deck is different than all other decks, right? This is a different type of Five of Pentacles. So just if I'm going intuitively, it really does look very much like I feel like this is more about embracing your commitment, I guess. This could be embracing your commitment, embracing your position, embracing what is available to you. Oh, I'm also getting another little message here too. This is also about this person. So like, okay, so like if you've resonated with some of the things that I was saying up until the point where there was, this is the truth about the reason why this ended and why this person switched off immediately. This ended and there was magic and there was an illusion, magical illusion here. If you were resonating up to that point, more is here. What more is here is this. This is an extension to why this person did this or whatever, like who had to do with that. So somebody who was jealous that this person actually preferred you. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that this person preferred you, and basically what they did was the magic that they put was like a flip. So maybe this person was treating this person was treating that other person badly, and they noticed that you weren't getting bad treatment. This person was treating you very delicately. So this person might have did some magic in that way where it's like it flipped. Because what I kept saying, and this was before I even thought this even came up, this King of Swords, I was like, things just switched. It just flipped. I wasn't aware that that's how or why it flipped or switched, because it's like the treatment just flopped. It switched. So this person preferred you. This other person didn't like that. So they did magic. Everything switched. It flipped. And then that's what happened. So that switched, that flipped. Now, intuitively, I'm picking up that in one way or another will backfire tremendously. It may even backfire to the point where this person like never, I don't know, like never, they're not together anymore. They won't be together anymore or something like that, or like they end up not together or something like that. So something like that is coming up. And so that's the message there. Okay, let's see if there's any final messages here, because so I'm getting something about 2 to 3 years. The Ten of Wands is here. So this person may have been stressed for the last 2 to 3 years. This person may have been carrying an extra burden for the last 2 to 3 years. Something about 2 to 3 years here is coming up. And then the Seven of Swords here is at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know what that's trying to say. Honestly, I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm not picking the message up. I'm not picking it up. So let's see. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some leaving in the cold shit going on down here. You know, another thing is, it's almost like a learning thing too happened. So it's like, remember how I told you guys, like, I felt like I was like learning the magical, like the magic that was being used. It was like I was learning the signature, the magical signature of this energy, right? And see, the thing about that is that, like, when you study the magical energy, to study the energetic working of it, it is what it is. Like, the source of magic is always the source of magic. Like, we can play all day like it ain't. Even if you go and you hire somebody else to do the magic, if the magic started and originated with you, you are the source of the magic, right? And so sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of like learning those how magic actually works in those ways. And sometimes it just, it's like there's a signature to it. There's a signature on it. It's like a soul signature on the workings, right? So I feel like, with that being said, this energy may be or may have been heavily under magic. And I also feel like they've learned the magic too, to the point where they can escape it and get out of it. Now, this reminds me of a story. I was watching something. I don't know if it's the Cauldron, the Black Cauldron, but she was talking about this lady who, she like killed her first husband, second husband, third husband, like every husband that she had, the new husband would kill the old husband, right? And she was like having magic on them. She even stole one of her husbands, what I think was her second husband. She took him from another woman who he was happy in that relationship and stuff like that. And I think that she just literally was just like, nope, I just want you to be with me. And she just like put a magic spell on him, and then he flipped out on his family, and then he went to go be with her. And then eventually, like, he was under spell for so long, but then eventually, like, the spell started breaking down, and he started recognizing, like, he was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So he started going back to his old life. He literally would, like, show up to his old family like they were still together, like they were still married. Like, he would go back to his home and everything. And so, you know, eventually she did end up, like, freaking him out enough to, like, she actually ended up, like, getting rid of him with, like, another husband or another young person that she was with. But ultimately what ended up happening was, even though he was under the spell work for so long, eventually it started to break down. And as the spell work began to break down, he was aware that he was under some sort of spell work and workings, and he began talking to the cops. Like, he was like, so we're trying to report her. He was telling his family, like, something been going on. Like, he was talking to his family again, more open, more aware, making them aware of, like, what was going on. So you knew that this man, he was against his will with that woman. That woman made him be with her against his will. Because when he came to, first thing he did was went back to his family. He went back to his old wife, his ex-wife. They were divorced by now. She was married to the other guy by now, right? But he went back to her. And he was like, they were happy to welcome him, but also so much time had gone by, like years and years and years had gone by. So anyway, I'm getting that visual here with this thing here. It's as if somebody is like, it's like the spell breaks, and then this person just returns to, like, what they are supposed to be, like what they want to be, or like who they are. And I don't know what happens next, because obviously that story, that lady was like killing motherfuckers, like, you're never gonna use, it's me or you die. Like, I'm like, bitch, like, you're a little too serious, ain't you? So she was like, basically, you only leave this marriage with death, you know, but because she wanted the insurance money too. Also, she ended up going to jail too, though. She ended up going to jail for insurance fraud and for murder, two murders, and insurance fraud. So she basically spent the rest of her life in jail. So anyway, I'm getting that vibe here. I'm getting the vibe here that somebody is, they're going to walk away. They're going to walk away within a year's time. So I don't know if you're resonating with this, if you are resonating with this message at all, where you may have felt like you resonated with some of this stuff, not, I won't say at all, but if you resonated with the majority of, you know, what we're talking about with it relates to this magical stuff, that person is going to walk away within the next year. So within the next year, within 1 year's time from today, they're walking away from that situation. Wow, what a sweet love story, huh? Anyway, listen, they're walking away within the next year for sure. I'm sure of it. I feel very sure of this. The Three of Swords is here, so I don't know if this is your person getting caught with a third party, or they catching they're catching the other person with a third party. So that's, ooh, child, that is too much to be dealing with. Okay. Yeah, there's that. Let's see what this is. The World card. It's the end of the cycle. So this is the end of the cycle. I'm also getting, potentially, this person might have dealt with multiple infidelities. Damn. Like, let's just say, just for the sake of like representation or example purposes, you know, a girl has walked into her boyfriend being with other girls multiple times. So this is, for example, that's what I'm picking up here. Now, this could be a guy too. This could be a man who has walked in on their girl being with other guys multiple times. So I feel like that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at somebody who's walked in on their partner being with another person multiple times, different people. Sheesh. Where my knife at? Yep. Cut this nigga. Okay, I'm done. Let me stop encouraging bad behavior. Nope, don't pull out no knife. No, definitely don't pull out no gun. God damn it, just shit. But I don't know how in that type of environment I would not know. I don't have any advice for you, because the only advice I got is all bad. Only advice I got is the type of go to jail type of advice. So if you don't want to go to jail, then don't listen to me, because that's the only kind of advice I got. The kind that's gonna put you in jail. So don't listen to me. Don't listen to me on that. Okay, just telling you now. Okay, the Justice card. So the Justice card means there's the separation, the ending there. The Hermit card means the ghosting, walking away. Let's see what else happens here. King of Wands, there's a hug and an embrace between you two. What? I was trying to find out what the rest is going on with the rest of this relationship here. Well, that's what's happening. Oh, I see a lot going on here. Ooh, I just keep feeling that, I feel like this has been occurred like multiple times. Like I feel like this has occurred many times. I don't feel like this is like a one-off thing where somebody has been caught like in the act with someone. That is terrible. That is so terrible. That is just terrible. I'm so sorry. That's so terrible. Yeah, that's really terrible. That's so terrible. Yeah, that's just terrible. Yeah, there's that card. I get the vibe that this has happened multiple times to somebody. So it's like you walked in on this like act in the act. So yeah, don't take my advice, because the only kind of advice I got with this type of situation is the kind that sends you straight to jail. Okay, you're gonna right to jail. You're gonna get locked up immediately. Okay, so like, don't listen to me on that. Right, like, I'm not playing, because that's the only kind of advice I got. But what I want to say is, since we're elevating, okay, we're gonna be the bigger person. This is serious though. This is something where it's like, this is just so crazy. I don't know. I guess it also could depend upon the dynamic of the relationship. You know, if you guys have that sort of open relationship going, that's one thing, right? But if it ain't supposed to be like that, you know, that's a whole different story. And yeah. Well, okay. Well, that's all I've got then, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. I just feel so hurt. Just like, this is a lot to deal with. You know, like if somebody's walking out on that, it's just like, damn, that's a lot to deal with. So I'm sorry for that you got to go through that. Six of Pentacles is also going into the Seven of Pentacles. So that's it's a progression of energy here. And we also have the Chariot card here, as well as the Queen of Chalices. What I really feel like is this is just like victory. In the end, there's victory. Why is there victory? Because somebody has been playing around with magic. And they have been playing around with your life or their lives or whatever. Like they've been playing around with multiple people's lives. And so that's another reason also why maybe I shouldn't be sitting here talking about, oh, I'm so sorry, right? Because who knows? Maybe this is what's happening because of the magic that was put upon this person. Like if you put a magic on this guy and he knows deep down, like deep down in the pit of his ass, he knows that I am not supposed to be in this relationship with this person, but they just can't find a reason why, that, you know what I mean? Like they just can't work it out. And then before you know it, they start cheating and doing all this shit. I'm not saying that that's the reason why. It could be. That's a potential reason why. I don't know. But also, you know, this is where earlier today I was talking about a video that I saw from Love Dorsey where she was talking about the foundation of, you know, having a baby and stuff like that, and the resentments and stuff like that when a man doesn't want to have a baby and stuff like that. And it makes sense. Like, you know, if from the beginning this person didn't want something and then you just did it and stuff like that, and then they're kind of acting mean or rude or whatever, it's because they didn't want that baby to begin with, and you're trying to, you know, make it seem different. You're trying to make it seem like something else. So I get that. And that could be the very same thing if it's like a relationship where somebody is like using magic to keep that person, but in reality they never wanted that relationship to begin with. So shit. Damn. Well, listen. Yeah, that's one of the reasons there. Like when I talk to you guys about, like, listen, if you are in a relationship with somebody and you guys both love each other, you both care about each other, and your person happens to say, put some of that magic on me. Okay, fine. Put the magic on them, right? But like, if you know what I mean? Like, but don't just be like, oh, I'm about to keep this nigga. And I mean, I guess if that's what you do, that's what you do, but recognize that it could backfire or it could come back in another way. And so just be aware of that, right? Just be aware. As long as you're aware and you're willing to accept the consequences, well, I guess you are. And I guess this person was willing to accept the consequences because it looks like they were catching their person cheating, like in the bed and shit. Was it worth it? Because if it was, then keep on doing what you're doing, baby. But apparently, this is going to end within the next year. So, ooh, we need the sage, girl. Let me get some. Hold on. I got some cinnamon right here. We're going to throw some cinnamon in the air, and we're going to find a sage stick in this motherfucker somewhere and get this energy the hell up out of here. Hold on. Let me open the window, too. Okay. I had to open up the window, y'all, because we got to get this energy the hell up out of here, okay? No, ma'am, you cannot stay. Your welcome has been warned. Thank you. Okay, now where's the sage at? Yes. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. Clean this whole deck because we don't have no more time for this shit to be coming back. The message has been read. The message is over. Goodbye. Okay, that's done. Aquarius, baby, no, seriously though, and I'm like, ooh, child. Let's hey, look. I know that's somebody's life, and you know we bless your heart, right? But hey, I'm cleaning these damn cards. I don't need none of that. Trying to trickle his way down this way. No, thank you. Okay? None of that. We don't need none of that energy. Look, it'd be this simple though, y'all. It'd be little shit like reading a tarot reading, you know, some energy start coming in and shit like that, and you just let that motherfucker linger, and then before you know it, you got haywire happening in your shit. No. Use that sage, baby. Smudge that environment. Smudge that environment. Okay? Shoot, I'm trying to find another smudge stick too. let me make sure I get the job done well done. God damn it. Let me see. No, nothing over here. All right, I'm gonna have to find another smudge stick because I feel like I'm looking and I ain't finding nothing, but this ain't gonna work. Just this. This is cinnamon. It's that big cinnamon. I got some, so I get cinnamon from different places. So I think this might have been the one I got from the bodega. This is like a, yeah, it's like tree bark cinnamon. It's like the tree, the bark of the tree cinnamon. It smells like it too. It smells good. Let me clean this one too, just in case some of the energy jumped over this deck. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't taking no chances. No chances, baby. Let's get rid of it all. No chances. Okay, so how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all vibing? Or anybody, or does anybody have any questions? Anything we would like to dive into conversation wise or tarot wise or whatever? Let me know. I want this motherfucker smoldering when I cleanse. Smoldering. Okay. Hold on. I use this deck too. We are not about to miss, boo. You cannot hang around here, bitch. Your energy cannot hang around here. You got to go. You got to go. Period. You have to find somewhere else to lay your head, not here. Girl, let me tell you. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. What did happen? What? The Aries above locked yo. What? Okay, well, shit. Let's move forward then. How do you feel about that? Hey, Angeles. What? Girl. These niggas be on some bullshit, don't they? They be on some absolute bullshit. Like, nigga, if you was in town, you know damn well your ass been out too. Like, stop the bullshit. So you want me to just sit in the house cause you out of town, shit, cause you gotta go to Kuwait or wherever the fuck you going? Shut up. That ain't love. That is not love. These niggas be on some bullshit, don't they? well, send me $10. It's $sign AquaStarGoddess. So wait a minute. He told you he said, so girl, I just can't see it. Like, he's like, I'm blocking you because you out there in these streets. Blocked. Is that what happened? I just want to, you know what I mean? I just want to get, I just want to get the right picture here. I just want to get the right picture. I like this style. Now, y'all know I'm not that good with the edges, the baby hairs and stuff like that. So I just can't. What am I supposed to do with this part right here? Like, you know, what am I supposed to do with this part, y'all, baby hair queens? What am I supposed to do with this part? It's just... He's jealous. Aw. Come in.
Is this yerba mate?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I need to know because I've been using that a lot.
This is yerba santa.
Is that the same as yerba mate? Like, does it have similar effects?
No, they're kind of different. But what are you using it for?
Spiritual protection, so nobody could get like a tarot reading on me or anything. Is that how you do that?
Oh no! What's going on over there, young lady?
I'm trying to keep my energy.
Trying to keep your energy.
Yeah, if nobody can get a reading on me, that's best for me, you know?
I feel you. I feel you.
I'm trying to cover
You most likely then you should consume something more than burning some shit.
Cover all corners.
Yeah, I feel you, but you should consume something.
What do I gotta consume?
Huh?
What do I gotta consume? Yerba mate?
We can talk about it when I get off. Just blocked you because you've been going out. So where we going next week? I'm so sorry, but girl, he is so childish. Like, stop it. Like, you are really not cool. Because the thing is, I mean, have you guys spoken since, you know, because I know you were telling me that there was a lot of stuff going on. How do you feel about, first off, before I get to joking and cracking and shit, how do you feel about that? I'm going to start there. Next up, I sent that thing. I posted that motherfucker 2 hours ago. Next up, well, first let me ask that. How do you feel about that first? Before I be like, okay, where are we going next week? I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sorry. It's just, you know, it's like, come on. Seriously, you know, dudes sometimes get mad about the stupidest little stuff, and then they try to act like there's a justification for it when you talk to them. You be like, no. Because you still don't even get the whole thing out. Like, they're just so adamant about talking over what you have to say because they know you're going to say some shit that makes sense. So, and they going to have to rethink their whole thought process. It's like, okay, I'm so sorry. For just, let me ask you first, how do you feel? How do you feel about it? Let's talk about it first. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then I can go into my little cracking. I can get the cracking after that. Because, sir. Sir. Now, if that's what it was. Now, obviously, if he blocked you because of something else, then I guess that, you know, that's something that we have to address at that time. But right now, all we got is what we got. You said I played my friend. Well, first off, he should have been stalking your goddamn page. What I know, like, that's what I know. Like, think about today is like you can really peer into someone's life. Like, you could really be finding out what's going on with somebody else without even having to like be around them. Which, okay. Tune in to the next episode, you know. Tune in to the season finale of my life story. But also, it's like, I don't know. I don't really like how it's like this false sense of people feeling like they falsely know like how you feel about life or how you really thinking about everything. Like, yeah, I can say a bunch of shit on here, but sometimes it's circumstantial. Sometimes it's also just based upon a specific type of event, a certain type of thing, or a certain conversation that we're talking about that it applies to that thing. You know, sometimes it doesn't apply across the board all over time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. How do you feel? That's what's really important. So you said I played my part. I posted him. He got pissed. You know, I posted and he got pissed, and that's really what it's about, though. Because in reality, you're watching all my stuff, but you're not saying nothing, and then you have the nerve to get mad. Fine, be mad. Be mad. Be mad. Oh, you know what? I was gonna go do this weekend. I was gonna go get my nose pierced over the weekend. I think I'll do it this weekend. I'm gonna go get my nose pierced. Which side do you think I should do? This side right here, or this side right here? I don't think I want to do both sides. Yeah, I don't think I want to do both. I just want to do one side. Do I need a little bit more on this side because I got my little... So I wonder if he's still lurking. Okay, we'll find out. Why are you lurking in my energy? No, period. Like that. Like, why do you even care? Like, why? There's so many questions. Like, there's so many things I want to say, but I'm just not. Yeah, I'm gonna pierce my nose. I want to pierce my nose. I'm not sure which side. One side. This side or this side? What do you think? Piercing here? Or a piercing here? Maybe I need a little bit more prettiness over here. Right? Like, this is my bad side. Maybe I should do it on my bad side. This is my left side right here. So this is the left side right here. This is the right side for me. For you, it might look different. So, like, I just want to clarify. This is my left side. This is my right side. So, left side, right side. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see. We're gonna find out, because, sir, like, sir, you have no right. Like, that's so annoying to me. It's like, okay, so you know, one thing that's been bothering me, one thing that's really been irking me is you're watching my social media, gathering information just to be mad about some shit that you saw on my social media. Also, without properly addressing the thing that you were upset about that you saw on my social media. So now I'm just don't know what it was that I said, when I said it. You know what I mean? I don't know what conversation it was involved in. You're just mad, and I'm supposed to somehow feel like nobody's got time for that. Like, social media, come on now. Social media is social media, okay? Social media is social media, and you know this. If you got a question, ask me specifically. Because I might feel like for instance, you know how some people we have certain allowances for, and some people we have certain strictness with. Like, there may be a specific person, and I got this specific situation or circumstance with them. My rules with them is like this, like, just strict. I'm strict with that bitch. Like, she cannot come to my house and kick it. She can't come to my house and go to my refrigerator. You sit your ass down and ask for permission, right? But most people in my life, like, if I'm comfortable enough to let you in my home, you can come in, you can walk around, you know what I mean? Open up the refrigerator, whatever. You can't go in my bedroom or like certain stuff like that. But otherwise, like, if you want to go from the living room to the dining room or go to the kitchen, grab a drink, you know, like, you can do that. But maybe there's one person that if they ever come in my house, and so just because I have a conversation talking about what the rules is for that one person, and you hear it, you might think I'm like that with everybody. No, it's just that one person, because I don't like that bitch energy, and she be on some bullshit. I just don't trust her, right? So that's why I think it's just stupid. Yeah. It's not evil. Don't spy on me and not no, because now I'm just doing it just to piss you off. Now I'm doing it just to piss you off. Now I'm doing it just so you can see. Seriously. So don't do it. Don't do it, because you ain't got no business doing that anyway. Like, that's my thing. Like, you ain't, at least be like, oh, I watched your channel and I heard you say this or whatever. What did you mean by that? Say that. But you gonna get mad about some shit that probably wasn't even about you. It's just the mess of it all. Such a big mess. Some people feel like they have dominion over like everything you do and say too. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, so I don't think I got from you, Aquarius Babe, was how you felt about that. So you tend to be more on your left. Okay. You sound so evil. That's funny. You like me with that. It's like, nope. No, because if I know you, I'm gonna fuck with you. Just because you ain't got no business, you know, lurking. You ain't got no business spying, trying to get information and shit like that. Like Gino one time. So there was multiple times where I used to write. I started writing bullshit in my journal just because I knew Gino's ass would read it. So I would only know. So like if he would read certain shit, I knew you read my fucking journal, nigga. Yo lying ass. I know your motherfucking ass opened my journal because I put that shit in there on purpose. Now what? So you said I'm surprised. Okay. So like, are your feelings hurt? Are you feeling sad about it? Like, are you okay with it? Like, or are you just like, you think it's gonna last? So we're gonna find out. Let's see. We're gonna find out. Let's see if he's still lurking. So Gino be mad at me today today about some shit he read in my journal that he wasn't supposed to read because it wasn't. It's not your fucking journal. Don't open my fucking journal, and you wouldn't be seeing shit that you ain't supposed to see because you wouldn't be minding my business. You'd be minding your own damn business. And so he be getting mad as fuck when I say to, but hey, listen, I don't. If you want to know something, ask me. Ain't never been a time where I, you know what I mean, and if. You know, sometimes you may have moments where you don't really specifically want to talk about something specific, but we'll come back to it. I will come back to a conversation if I know that at this exact moment, I don't really want to talk about it, but I will come back to it. I come back to the conversations because I know that it's something that you wanted to know, but don't be spying on me. Like, don't do that. And it's not even about me trying to be secretive. It's about common courtesy. It's about respect. That's one of my boundaries. If you want to know something, you need to ask. So, okay, so my feelings are hurt. Okay, so if you really want me, come get it. That part right there. That part right there. Right there. And it feels disingenuous when you're just lurking on my page or whatever, just to kind of gather information about me without the full intention to actually explore my mind and my brain, me and you, person to person. You know, it feels disingenuous that you then want to get upset about some shit that you see on a social media platform you ain't supposed to be lurking on. Now, if you happen to let me know that you're on there, and I know you when you're on there, and we gig and we talk and stuff like that when you're on there, or later on, you like, oh, I saw you on this channel, I heard you talking about this and blah, blah, blah. That's one thing. But if you want to try to keep it a secret, you try to pretend like you ain't never been there. Well, that's why you bad right now. Because you're doing some shit you ain't supposed to be doing, my nigga. That's what the problem is right there. You trying to sneak around. That's you trying to sneak around. And it's okay. Like, if you heard something on my page and you said to me, oh, I heard you say this and da-da-da, you kind of, you know, felt some kind of way about it, we can talk about it at that time. I don't have a problem with talking about it at that time. But also, don't be mad at me about some stuff that you ain't even expressed why you was mad. You just now all of a sudden mad out of nowhere and I'm supposed to know. I don't read minds. No, I don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't like that. I'm not gonna do that. Like, don't do that. I'm not gonna come to your. If I come to you about something that's on your page, I'm gonna tell you exactly where. Hey, I saw this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask you about that thing, and I'm gonna point out or call it out. I'm not gonna be like, oh, throwing subliminals out and then just be mad. No, I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad, what the hell I saw, what bothered me, and why I felt that way, and then we're gonna figure it out. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me reset the energy because I kind of feel like I need to reset. So we are finding out, is this person still lurking? And I'm just gonna reshuffle because I felt like I need to just refocus on the question. Okay, so let's see here. We are going to focus on the question. Welcome everybody who is here. Angelus, where you at? You here? Okay. So Shaylee says the right side. She says the right side. This is the right side. And Corey's babe was, you say the left side for sure or the right side? Which one? Because I know when you guys are looking at me, it's probably, you know what I mean? Like the sides are probably different. So that's why I have to point it out. Okay, so spirit, clear and concise. We need to know, is this nigga still lurking? Oh, you want to know how he feels. Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay, so left side. So Aquarius Babe West thinks the left side. Shaylee thinks the right side. And then we got to go here. These two came out. So we got the... Oh, I should do a poll about it. Let me see. Oh, no, that's not a poll. No, that's not it. Oh, Lord. Now this thing got me retouched. Yeah, take the retouch off. I don't need that right now. Maybe I can't start a poll and I maybe have to do it at the beginning of the video. Let me see. Yeah, I might have to do it at the beginning of the video. Okay. We'll do it next time. Okay, so the Lovers card comes out with the 9 of Pentacles, by the way. The Judgment card is also here at the bottom of the deck. And I kind of pulled some of the cards and I saw this 8 of Cups too. So it's like, are you serious? You really serious? Just childish. You say you're not about to be cheating on me while I'm fighting to save your freedoms. He said you are not about to be in these streets while I'm out here trying to save your freedoms, okay? I feel him, but also you lurking on my page. You ain't hollering at me. You ain't calling me on the phone or nothing. You just want me to just be here. Just be here. No infections, none of that. I'm just supposed to. Come on. So the Lovers card being here with the 9 of Pentacles. I do feel like he's still, like, there's still a vibe here as relates to, like, how he feels. Like, it relates to, like, him feeling something about you. But he might be mad right now. Like, he's definitely mad. You know what I mean? He didn't block you. He didn't block your ass off shit. So, you know. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. Boss Dick. Let me be a moderator. Don't say it. I know what you're going to say. 2 of Cups is here. So yeah, I mean, I think he's still feeling something for you, but also Sagittarius, okay. It was fine. Thank you for asking. How about yours? So, okay, like I feel that the energy is still here. Make me a moderator. I feel like it's still here. Look, we got the Lovers card, the 2 of Cups, and we have the Empress card, right? Like, you're still his Empress, right? But he's pissed right now. So it's like, it's giving me the indication that he may have, like, secretly felt some way about you for a long time. So, Deuce and Warriors pack. What's that? A video game? I'm so serious right now. So serious right now. So Aquarius Babe West, it's indicating that there were feelings that were present for a while. You guys may have a new beginning. Let's find out, is he still lurking? Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is definitely all about, like, that whole vibe of, like, oh, are you out here in these streets doing something? Are you with somebody else? Is there a third-party type of vibe going on? And conflict with the self. And yes, the lurking part is going to be still going on. He might take a break, like a little break. He might take a little tiny break. And then come back later. Yeah. Because he feeling some kind of way. Uh-huh. You might end up being in his dream in the near future. Like, you might be in his dreams in the near future. And then he might come sneak online and shit. Middle of the night, he gonna sneak up online and see what you doing. What's this girl doing over here? How long will he stay mad? It might be a little bit though. Like, I think it's like an initial period, and then he blocks. Yeah, because he feeling some kind of way. He all in his feelings about it all. Then he's gonna be in your dreams, and then he's gonna come back. So I keep feeling 1 week or 2 weeks or something like that. 1 week. I keep feeling one. I keep feeling one. So 1 week, 1 month, not a year. That's too long. Nobody's got time for all that. I moved on. I'm married with somebody else by then, you know? So I don't think that, but I do think like a, yeah, I do think like I'm getting like 1 week is falling in place. 1 week is falling in line for me right now. Just so I can chill with the posting and then get back to posting when he come back and stuff like that. Girl, you being mean. But it's okay. Like, listen, hey. You want to talk about this now? You want to talk about why you know, watching my page, but you will not answer my messages? You want to talk about it now? That's what I feel like you're doing, and I agree. It's not about playing. It's about the fact that you, excuse me, you ain't gonna get mad. Fine, be mad. I'm on the big screen. Oh no! Oh, let's take a poll. So I'm not able to post an actual poll for you guys, but we're trying to decide. So I was saying I'm gonna get a nose piercing. So I was trying to decide, should I do it on my left side, which is over here, or my right side, which is over here? What do you guys think? Left side, right side. Left side, right side. Cast your votes now. Just put it in the comments, you know. What do you think? So I do feel, obviously this person still has their feelings. I think this person's been feeling some kind of way about you for a little while now, Aquarius baby. So maybe longer than you've known, obviously. You said that, right? But yeah, he in his feelings. He definitely in his feelings. But he still think about you. He still think about you, though. The issue with all of this, and this is his energy, the Emperor's energy, Aries energy. So the issue with all of this is that, you know, if you really want to know what I'm doing, if you really want to have like a say so about what I'm doing, then yeah, it takes that part of us building that bond and that relationship with each other for that to occur, and for me to take into consideration how you feel. You know what I mean? You don't just automatically get that, like, what? Just because you told me you was in love with me one day, and then I attempted, you know, to find out more about that, but you still have to do your part. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? So yeah, there's that. I'm on the big screen. So which side, guys? Left side or right side for a nose piercing? I'm gonna get a nose piercing. Left side, right side. Shaylee says right side. Aquarius Baby West says left side. So much pride. It's okay. It's these men, you know. I just think that maybe, you know, maybe somebody didn't, you know, properly, you know, let them know the process of, you know, dating and courting and all that stuff. Girl Gone Duffner. What kind of reading, honey? 57 degrees. Shoot, that's bipolar weather right there, because 98 yesterday and 57 today. This is how I feel about this. It's too much. Too much of a difference. Sassy man apocalypse. That's so funny. 45-degree here right now, and the weather service is talking about snow. Oh no. Not snow. It's May. It's almost summer. Oh no. Dang. Well, when is it actually going to be summer up there? So everybody want to be a girl. Who's going to be a boy? That reminds me of when Paul Mooney was like, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't know why they want to be a nigga. That's real shit. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't know why they want to be a nigga. That's real shit, man. Okay, Shaylee definitely like the right side. Oh, thank you, babes. Yeah, I know. Shaylee said, damn, that's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. Yo, bro, Shaylee be on 10 sometimes. Let me tell you, girl. We can go jump up, y'all. Let's go jump. Let me stop. Let me shut up talking about jumping people. We not about to do that for real, but yeah. So, LOL, that's what the girls be saying on TikTok. No, seriously. So I just want to know if my ancestors walk with me. I don't need to pull cards for that. The answer is yes. If you let them. Last time you poured libations for the ancestors. Let me see. Ooh, I never thought about, what does this mean if you get a piercing right here? Like if you get that little hoop right here, does that mean you're gay or something? I'm not gay, but you know, I want to know before I just go get shit. I want to know before I just start doing shit, you know? It's look a little weird, like, ma'am. Like, you know how some people be doing them damn Chinese tattoos, don't know what it means, but like it says, eat me on it or some shit, you know. Let's see. The Page of Pentacles is here. And you know what? Yes. The answer is yes. Here's why. Because Pentacles represent the North, which is, Pentacles represent the physical realm. But it's also the North and then also the ancestral realm as well. So this is what, that's what Pentacles represent. So yeah, I would say yeah, for sure. Yeah, you might benefit from some meditation. You might even benefit from like some outside yoga or something like that. Doing yoga outside or just kind of like doing some meditative work outside might be beneficial to you. Okay, there's your answer. So let me see. So in Montana, it can't make up its mind. No, seriously, because if it was 98 degrees yesterday and it was 45, it's 45 now, like, that is crazy. It's too much. It's too much. Because at 57, yeah, I'd be wrapping up in. I need my jacket. I'm cold. Yeah, but you know, I've been in Florida for a long time, so good. All right, so we got you. Thank you so much. So anybody else? Are we all done or what? Because I feel like I gave multiple messages in this video today, like so many. I don't even remember them all, but you know. I feel like they were good. You're welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for tuning in, love. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you can get notifications when I upload new videos. And yeah, so Aquarius Babe was, look, love, I know, it sucks. Like, really, guy? And you know, when I squint my eyes up like this means, it means that. It's like that in a different face. It's like, kind of like that. That's terrible. But also, how do you want to proceed? You know, like let's endeavor to you moving into the future and finding someone who is open with how they feel. It openly expresses how they feel and openly expresses what they want and desire with you and out of your relationship with you and out of a connection with you. Somebody who also is not afraid of putting in the work and the effort to be with you and to spend time with you and to be in your energy, because you're also going to put in the work and the effort to be with them and to spend time with them. So yeah, there's that. Have you decided that you're going to Texas also? Start looking at houses yet? So I know I'm tired. I'm going to have this summer if he's willing. Right, it's about speaking up, right? Speak up. Speak up, speak up, speak up. Okay, good. You're saving right now. Okay, good. So, yep, good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to say something. Like, you know, ultimately, closed mouth don't get fed. Unasked questions don't get answers. You know? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And a hit dog holler, but you know what I mean? Closed mouth don't get fed, you know what I mean? But not asking the questions is not gonna get you the answers. I'm not a mind reader either. I'm also not a mind reader. And if I was, I still wouldn't want to just read minds. Like, because can you imagine just being able to pick up on everybody's minds, everybody's thoughts? Like, can you imagine how terrible that would be for your own ability to like manifest it every time you walk by somebody, you're picking up all their thoughts. And many people, probably more people than not, have very negative thoughts, right? You don't know. But I could just imagine it being that way. Yeah, that move is happening too, by the way. With the Six of Swords here. So yeah, that's just, well, you know, another one bites the dust. It's just terrible. Like, what happened? Like, what happened? Oh, yeah, leaving your mom. Bring her with you. Yeah, I get that though. So, you know, I mean, I get that. Maybe you should talk to your mom and see how she feels about that too, because, you know, sometimes moms be fine with it. Like, I'm not saying your mom is fine with it, but I'm saying she could be, you know? So maybe make sure that you're not like, I don't know, maybe have a talk with her. Find out how she's feeling about it, you know? That could be important, because maybe she might encourage you, or it could be the encouragement that you need to really take that leap. And you already know this. That lady's not leaving her sons behind. And that's my mom too. I ain't leaving my babies. Mom. I feel it. I get it. It's so funny. Across different walks of life, it's very similar. I guess it's just a mother and her son thing, you know, mother and her sons type of vibe. Well, that's okay. Texas is not that far from Cali. Like, you know, I don't know what part of Cali you're in, but, you know, it's not that far. But it is at the same time, you know what I mean? It is if you are stuck in the amount of, like, resources that you have available. But I put a link for the Billionaire Brainwave on my page. You know, help you manifest more money, I guess. So just check that out. But that has nothing to do with this, you know. You'll be fine. Because it is a lot more affordable in Texas. So I guess it's just a matter of finding the right place that has the types of career path that you're looking for that are, you know, equivalent probably to Cali. Or feel equivalent anyway. Multiple years ago, I heard that San Antonio was like really growing, a growing economy, but it's hot as hell in San Antonio. You should be. You should be. This is like a major step for you. You know, it's like a major change and a shift in your life. You should be excited. I'm still trying to decide where I'm gonna go. I don't know. I like Interestingly enough, Miami did not get hit with hurricane. What is that hurricane called? Milton. With Hurricane Milton, like many places did. I think they got hit with tornadoes though. But that's still no indication because most hurricanes that have come through here be hitting Miami up. So I don't know that I will move to Miami, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Figure out where we're gonna go. Okay, guys. Well, I guess I'm done here. I guess that is it for me. Same old thing. We have had multiple messages in this video today. We talked a lot about what did we talk about today? Oh shit, we talked about all kinds of things. A couple of messages that I got from the dream world came in through today. We even did like a mini twin flame reading today. So it's been a long time since I did one of those. Yeah, we even did like a mini twin flame reading today, which is crazy because I haven't done one of those, or it's been a while, right? But then we also did we tapped into some dream realm stuff today. So I did have some dreams before I came live. What's ripples? So I have you seen the Halle Bailey drama? So the restraining order that she's getting on this guy, I'm assuming you're talking about. Because he apparently, I only saw the cliff notes. Like, I need y'all to know, I only catch the highlights. The headline, I don't be that serious, but it don't be that serious to me. So I caught the highlights of it, and it looked like, you know, she had some, I guess, apparent bruises on her arms or whatever from him grabbing on her or whatever. I don't know how I feel about it. If I'm being honest with you, I really think that Haley, low-key, is the crazy one. I think she is. Like, I think she the one. I think she be pressing him. Yeah, I'm so serious. I feel like she might have been doing this on purpose, or might be trying to, like, you know, hem that nigga up in some kind of way. I feel like she the one. Well, girl, all I know, and I know y'all gonna be mad at me for saying that, but I kind of think, like, I kind of get a feeling that she's like, okay. Y'all remember that movie with Martin Lawrence in it? A Thin Line, I think. I kind of think it's her. And then, but like, I'm not trying to victim blame or nothing like that. Like, obviously, you know, if somebody's putting their hands on you or whatever and they shouldn't be, then, you know, it is what it is. You get this restraining order, you're gonna leave me the fuck alone, period. Like, right? But also, I'm picking up a little bit of energy that she be starting some shit. You know what I mean? That's the energy I'm picking up from Haley. I'm picking up that she the one be starting some of this shit to get a rise out of him. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up on the energy anyway. So, I'm not saying I'm right, but that's what I was picking up. So, you know, the more power to the both of them. Hopefully they get their shit together. And, you know, he need to stop acting brand new. He need to stop acting like he not riding off of her fame. Like, that's what you need to do. So she probably is, bro, she probably like, I'm the famous one. Don't nobody really want to see you except on that damn stream, nigga. And the only reason why your stream is popular is because of me, right? Like, she probably doing all of that. And I feel it because it's true, right? Like, nigga, you ain't that famous. But honestly, though, I think she's the devil in disguise. I really do. And it's only because it's some energy. It's energy I was picking up on her. So, we'll find out in the future. We will find out one day. Hey, girl. What's going on? Nothing much? Oh. I'm okay. I think she's the troublemaker though. I think it's her, honestly. Now, obviously, you still gotta maintain your, like, he still gotta know how to handle his emotions, you know what I mean? Like, he still gotta come in here and act right. He also can't just be showing up when he wants to. Period. Like, you just can't be showing up when you want to. You still got rules to follow, whatever. But I think maybe she might be like, I don't know. I feel like she'd be poking at him or something. I do. She's an Aries. You said everyone's saying that? Oh, I don't know who's. I didn't know anybody was saying that. I just looked at her picture and I was like, she's the troublemaker. I was like, this girl's the one that's making all this trouble. Well, she will make the trouble. I'm telling you. That's what I'm picking up on anyway. But she'll be all right. They'll both be fine. Okay, y'all. Well, look. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna get off of here, but I thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit the bell button and smash the like button. And I will see you guys on my next video. Okay? All right.